What a start that is. One more sleep from Leona Lewis. It is, of course, Christmas Eve, Wednesday 24th of December. It's 6:03. This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark's Real Sale. It's the UK's biggest used car sale, and it is now on. Check out arnoldclark.com. Joining me this morning in the studio is none other than Aston Villa's finest, Gabby Agbonlahor. Gabby, how are you this morning, my pal?
I'm very well, Ali. I used to get Aston Villa's all-time Premier League top goal scorer. Now he's just Gabby Agbonlahor.
No,
it's
mate.
Not fair, Ali.
I think
the good old days.
I think Aston Villa's finest.
Oh,
did you know?
I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah, I've got to build you up, mate. I mean,
absolutely.
It's the start of the show. I've got to give you your full title, mate. I mean, I know Watkins is banging in a couple of goals, but he'll never be the finest, will he? I mean, you're the finest, mate.
He's not scored since he broke the record.
Exactly.
Cheeky git.
Exactly, mate. How are you, pal? How's your day? What are you up to?
I'm very well, Ali. Looking forward to the show, mate. Then afterwards, I'll head home with my Grinch outfit on, and maybe I'll have a Christmas day. Maybe we'll see. What about you, mate?
Mate, everything's good. Come back up the road yesterday. Flight was good back up the road. Get into Glasgow, and then I had a wee bit of running about to do. I've still got a wee bit of running about to do. Nothing major, mate. Nothing major.
Don't get your rabbit stew.
Well, that's what I did. Full enough, yesterday I went to get all my meat and Christmas meat and stuff like that for the festive period. Bits and pieces, some meat. So no, it was really good, mate.
Yes,
did you manage to catch a game last night?
Yeah, you know what's funny, Ali? I watched it right, and then Arsenal scored, and I was like, I'm going to sleep. Like, I'm shattered, right?
That was it.
And then I look at my phone, I'm tossing and turning, I'm like, let me just check, just for sure. Looked at my phone, Ali, it was 1-1. I was like, oh. So I quickly got my phone, put it on my phone, and watched the penalties.
I was delighted. See when the goal went in, because when the goal went in, I thought, yeah, beauty, that with me, I can go to my bed. I was sitting on the couch watching it, and then I forgot. I don't know why. I had it in my head it was extra time, and then obviously equalised, and I thought, oh no, got another half it. But I got straight to pens, so I watched the pens, Gab.
Yes, same here,
well, listen, mate, Arsenal took it, as we said, all the way to penalties to overcome Palace in the Carabao Cup quarter-finals, and they have indeed booked a meeting with Chelsea in the next round. As you can imagine, it was on talkSPORT, and here's how it sounded.
It's Is this Carabao Cup going to be the start of Arsenal's famous quadruple season of 25-26, or will Palace become the Cup Kings and back up the FA Cup with this cup this season?
Saka across to take it. Couple of steps forward, heads it down to the far post, his foot in. He's taking a touch on his way through, and Arsenal have the lead.
It's an own goal, and people might turn around and say, oh, lucky Arsenal, but they put the ball in the right place. That's what Arsenal do.
He's going to take this free kick, left-footed, it's hit in very deep, heads go up for it, it's headed down, oh, and he's side-footed in for the equalising goal. 1-1, Mark Gahey, and that is that. And we go into penalties for the right to meet Chelsea in the League Cup semi-final. Lacroix against Kepa, Balaga saved it. The Raw tells you everything you need to know. And it's Arsenal that make it through to set up a barnstorming, two-legged League Cup semi-final against Chelsea in the new year. That is really something to look forward to.
Yeah, no doubt about it, pal. It was a tough night for centre-back Lacroix, putting through his own goal to put Arsenal in front, and then indeed that was after 18 minutes, and then unfortunately for him and Palace, the decisive penalty was saved in the shootout. One of these ones, Gab, you know what it's like with penalties, mate. I thought the quality of penalty was absolutely excellent right up to the last one, wasn't it?
I just knew he was going to miss, though.
Why?
I just knew straight away.
Gabby? Because I did as well.
I just knew. I thought, obviously, the own goal would have played on his mind, but I just thought, you're going to miss you all. But I was surprised Gahey didn't take one, to be honest. Captain leader and letting Lacroix go before him was odd. But maybe he's got his reasons to not go. Because Gahey's very good, isn't he, on the ball? And he's got a good finish in him. He scored a great goal against Aston Villa early on in the season from outside the box. So I was surprised he didn't take one. But
hey, Gab, do you know what he did? And I watched it 3 or 4 times just so because I knew we were obviously going to have a chat about it this morning. See his movement for the goal. His movement for the goal is so like a centre forward.
That's what I mean. He's got that in his locker, has he?
Unbelievable, Gab. Because the ball, I watched him. I don't know what angle it is. I think it might be the one from behind the goal. I watched him. When the ball goes over his head, he's already on the move to find a little bit of space, just in case it comes back across.
What?
And it's brilliant, mate. And then he takes it really well.
What did you think of the whole game, Addy? Because first half, I felt Martinelli was like unplayable. Yeah, that's a Martin O'Neill term, unplayable. When you're at it, he was like on fire. I felt sorry for Canvo. Right wing back, he had a tough evening. I
agree with you, mate. I thought he was top class, particularly first half. He really was. He was lively. You know, one of those ones like a wee bit like I think a bit like Anthony Gordon at the weekend.
Yes.
The first half, mate. Do you know that way they're having a purple patch? And everything, you just want to get the ball to them.
And just don't stop, Ali. Don't stop doing what you're doing. Don't overcomplicate it, Martinelli. You've got him. Little shimmy, step over, on the outside. It was on every single time he got it. But I thought Palace done very well. Second half, didn't they, Ali?
Yeah, I did too. I must admit, I think the last probably 18 months, what a story Palace have been.
I know.
When you think about it, Elise, Eze away. Gabby, they've been absolutely fantastic. I think they've got a seriously good coach there. Glasner, I think he's very, very good.
I think as well, Ali, you've got to look at the teams last night. Arsenal's team and the players Arsenal were able to bring off the bench. Yeah. The players that Palace were able to bring off the bench. I didn't think it worked with Nketiah off that right-hand side. I don't think that works. But they need more players, Ali. I actually felt sorry for the manager. He's bringing on young players and inexperienced signings, when Arsenal are bringing on Saka, Rice, Odegaard.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at the Arsenal team just now, and that's who come off at bench. You're right, Rice, Saka, Odegaard, Trossard. Dear me, they've still got on the bench Gyökeres, Nwaneri, Zubamendi.
I know, it's incredible, isn't it? Was you worried? I love to listen to Arsenal fans, and we've got, obviously, Arsenal guests coming on, but lost to Villa 2-1. Just about beat Wolves, own goal to win the game. Just about beat Everton, missed a load of chances again. Everton should have had a penalty, could have been an equaliser. Last night, concede late to equalise Crystal Palace. Arsenal need to start scoring more goals because you're not going to keep getting away with this, are you, Ali?
I agree with you. I think they do need to start scoring more goals. However, Gab, my argument, if I was an Arsenal fan, being half full rather than maybe a wee bit half empty. I take it. No, I do take your point.
Man City 10 more goals than them in the league.
I take it, mate. I do take it. However, I'm thinking, if I'm Arsenal, there's another train of thought. what's happened to us so far this season? We're top of the league. We've now got Chelsea in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. We've lost 2 games, I think it is. One of them was to a ridiculous free kick from Szoboszlai, flew into the top corner, and the other one was to a 95th minute goal at Villa Park. So you could look at it that way. You've only lost 2 games, and both of them have been, you know. But I do take your point. I do agree with you. I just think
it's hard to moan, isn't it, when you read out those stats? But I just think to myself, going forward, if you miss so many chances, like all it takes is a corner, a lucky penalty or something, a deflected goal, and you're like, oh, we drew a game 1-1, when we should have won 6-0.
Tell you what though, Gab, I mean, greatest respect. I mean, and we're talking about the tournaments and cups and who wants to win them and the importance of cups. I'll tell you the importance of the Carabao Cup. The importance of the Carabao Cup is the fact that Newcastle, Man City, Chelsea and Arsenal are in the semi-finals.
Yes.
I think that tells you all you need to know. Everybody wants to win it.
100%, and it sort of takes the pressure off a bit as well, Ali, as a manager.
Yes, if you win one.
You know, if you're Arteta, you go and win that in March, and if you don't end up winning the Premier League or the Champions League, it's like, okay, we've come close again, but you know what? At least we've got a trophy. Yeah. So it sort of takes the pressure off you a little bit, doesn't it, getting one in the bag?
You're right, you're absolutely right. Well, let's hear what you have to say, because speaking after the match, the very man you're talking about, Mikel Arteta, gave his assessment of the team's performance and feels they didn't quite take their chances in the first half.
Very pleased with the performance and what we generate against a team that is very well organised, very difficult to create open chances. I think we created a lot in the first half. And in a different way in the second half, I think the margin should have been bigger than the 1-0 after 94 minutes. And when you don't close the game, this can happen. Then your level of attention and efficiency to defend the ball has to be better than what we've done. But when you don't do that, you get another opportunity in the penalties. And I think the play showed great emotional control. They looked really composed. They're taking the penalties in an extraordinary way. And Kepa did what he had to do at the end.
It's a funny one, Gab. Do you think... I know how fickle, well, we are effectively, I don't mean you and I personally, but us in the media. Do you think we're having a completely different conversation this morning if Palace winning penalties? We probably are, aren't we?
Yes, we are. 100%.
Amazing.
A lot of people had to delete their drafts for what they were maybe going to post on social media, because they have to do better, Arsenal. First half, Ali, I'm looking at the chances and I'm like, a bit more conviction. There was a header from Timber. He had the whole goal, and it would have been a goal and it's over the bar. Gabriel Jesus, I know it's his first start in nearly a year, but is he a finisher going forward? I'm not sure.
I know, it's interesting, isn't it?
I don't think he's got that finishing ability, Ali. He never has.
Yeah. I think, I take your point, mate. I think he will definitely chip in with goals, but he's not going to be, you know, I wouldn't say he's going to be prolific, mate. You know what I mean? You know, 25, 30, over 30, your Haalands and people like that.
Exactly.
Salah at the top of the foot. I think he'll chip in with goals, and he'll chip in with important goals, but I'm not sure he'll chip in with enough.
No, but what I did like was Arteta's energy on the sideline. He was up for it. He was screaming at the players. He was moaning at referees. So I like the way he took it seriously. He could have easily said, Ali, you know what? Saka, Rice, Odegaard, go sit in your box, go and have a nice evening with your family. But no, he's got them on the bench, and he needed them.
Absolutely, mate. Man, it ended up it's a great result for the Arsenal. As I said, some brilliant ties. They obviously going to play Chelsea in another semi-final. Of course, is Manchester City versus Newcastle. Right, Arsenal fans, we want to hear from you this morning. Give us a call this wonderful Christmas Eve. Are you dreaming of silverware? I bet you are. Does Arteta have to deliver this season? Are you picky about what silverware looks like? Which one you fancy? Give us a call, 03717 223344 now. Bit of breaking news for you. No, England aren't back out the beverages. It's Joffrey. Everybody, myself included, at some time, Gab, called Joffrey Archer Jeffrey Archer.
I do it all the time.
Do you, mate? That makes me feel a lot better. The England fans will be delighted to hear it's not that bad that you've got Jeffrey Archer back into your bowling attack. It's regarding Joffrey Archer, and he's been ruled out for the last 2 tests with a side strain. Dear me, another thing. And I made 2 changes for the 4th test in Melbourne. Jacob Bethel's coming in for Ollie Pope, and Gus Atkinson for the aforementioned Joffrey Archer, who is injured. Up next, Semenyo. Does he, if he goes, I know, it's a big one, Gabby, if he goes, does that tip the title in Manchester City's favour? We'll discuss that next.
You're insecure, don't know what for.
You're turning heads when you walk through the door.
Don't need makeup to cover up. Being the way that you are is enough.
Everyone else in the room can see it. Everyone else but you.
Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the crowd, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know. Oh, you don't know you.
Gabby, have a slap that head, will you, when you see him? That's agony, mate. That is absolutely agony.
But at least you tried, Ali. That's the main
mate,
thing, mate.
Listen, just in case the listeners are out, I have to, just to confirm, this is talkSPORT Breakfast. It is Ali and Gabby with you. Why we're playing this, well, really we've got no idea why we're playing that, but I'm going to have a go at telling you. It's former One Direction star Louis Tomlinson's 34th birthday today. Louis is 34 today, so a very, very happy birthday to Louis Tomlinson, who is, of course, amongst other things, the man who Gabby famously, in a 50-50 challenge, no prisoners taken, smacked into the middle of next week. Gabby, tell me, you must have got a bit of stick from a few One Direction fans, did you?
Ali, honestly, mate, I was getting death threats of teenage girls. Honestly, mate, social media, how dare you touch my Louis? How dare you? Who are you to touch him? How dare you? Oh, I was like, Henrik Larsson was funny after the game. He was serious, Ali. He was like, you better apologise. He's been deadly serious, Henrik. I was like, all right, Henrik, sorry, mate. I only tackled him.
Mind you, the game was at Celtic Park.
Exactly.
Right? The thing is, Gab, when I played at Celtic Park, anything goes. So that, you know what I mean? I don't have a problem with with that at all, mate. Now, I've just had a wee message that Michael, a Celtic fan, has just given DJ Ed a call on the studio phone to wish myself, Gabby, and everyone at talkSPORT a very Merry Christmas. The same to you, Michael. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful festive period. Very kind of you. Now, let's have a look at today's back pages once again with Tesco Mobile for Business.
Backpage review on talkSPORT with Tesco Mobile for Business. Are you self-employed? Get business phone bills for up to 40% less than the big mobile networks. For terms and verification, visit tescomobile.com/business.
Yes, Angelina, no doubt about it, will have the festive feel about her this morning. Angelina, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm all right. I mean, it was 5 supermarkets yesterday for the Christmas shop, so I'm telling you, I don't know.
Why 5?
Do you know how many people there are for Christmas?
Oh, man. I know, but Angelina,
There's
it's
two of us.
only time in my life, man, I'm at Christmas, I'm like the SAS, man. I'm in and out. I'm in and out. I've got everything. I've written it down. Whether I got to go, right, butcher meat, bang, bits and pieces. I've got it all written down, and it's like a military operation, man. The plane flies over. I come out of a parachute, down I come. Stealth under the darkness, and I'm in and out. I'm in and out in about half an hour. You can't mess about 5. Oh no!
I know, but you need different things from different shops. You know, my mum likes a wine from Marks and Spencer's, but then likes something else. You know, it was a lot. But apart from that, yeah, I'm feeling very, very festive.
You don't need anything. You're all organised now. You've nothing to do today, have you? You'll be organised.
No, nothing to do today. I'm going to see my cousin's 2-week-old baby, get in the festive spirit.
How careful do you have to be though tonight, Ali? And that listeners will need to help us as well of not having too many drinks. Because last Christmas Eve, Ali, I went round the neighbours, mate. I got in at like 2 a.m. and I was hanging Christmas Day. Didn't enjoy Christmas Day. So I'm scared to go back over tonight, mate.
That's a sackable offence, that. You've got to
have a cut-off time, maybe.
Yeah, Christmas Day's a big one, Gab. It's all about preparation. It's
so
like
Christmas Eve, you're in bed early, Ali?
See that again, mate?
Are you in bed early Christmas Eve?
No.
Tell the truth.
No. But at the same time, you know, we can go easy Christmas Eve, Viv and I.
No tequila Christmas Eve. Okay.
Oh, you got us that last year, man. That was brilliant. He did, Angelina. Gabby got us this beautiful picante kind of tequila margarita thing.
Yes.
I swear to God, Gabby, I think it was finished about 4:30 Christmas Day. it was tremendous, man.
Brilliant.
Tremendous. I suppose we better do one. Have we got any back
Should
pages?
probably look at the back pages, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Back of the Sun, booze ball. So the new Duckett video at the centre of Keys' stag do inquiry. So Ben Duckett apparently slurred his words. He was struggling to get back to his hotel room.
All been there.
Yeah, I mean, this came before England with these baseball tactics, lost the third test and failed to regain the urn. England team bosses are investigating claims. So there's obviously this clip of Duckett where he's asking fans how to get home. He gets into it when someone says, do you want an Uber to the Nets? There was attempts to organise a jog, but they were batted away and they just went straight into the drinking. The England director of cricket, Rob Key, is leading an investigation into it. If you were England fans and you'd spent all that money and time on flying out to Australia, how would you feel seeing them not take it seriously? I would be livid.
I know. Well, what I would say is, I don't necessarily think they're not taking it seriously. I think if they're out getting absolutely all over the place, there's definitely a lack of professionalism. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But you know something? I don't know. I mean, it's one of these situations, Angelina. Honestly, see if they'd won that last test, nobody'd be talking about it.
True.
It's just,
very.
But at the same time,
can I just say though, Ali?
Yes, mate.
What about the person who's videoing?
Correct. Diabolical.
Honestly, I do hate people nowadays.
So do I.
And they wonder why people in the public eye don't want to go.
Why they don't want to take pictures?
Or they go to bars and they shut down bars and restaurants to have a good time with their friends. You can't have a good time without someone sneakily taking a video and then selling it. Like, get a life.
Imagine if that was more back in your day.
I would have more suspensions than I did.
By the way. Listen, Angelina.
Won't even ask you, Ali.
Angelina, I'm telling you, if they had that back in our day, Gabby and I would be in the tower. We'd be in the tower, wouldn't we?
Ali, you just lost the game and you're doing the Hay Macarena inside the club.
Alive.
Thank God.
Oh man, that's unbelievable. We get beat after one cup final one time. I can't even remember what it was. And I was with a wee party after it, and I was on a wee sing song. I had a wee sing song, and I was getting dogs abuse for singing a song after the cup final, man.
Did you win the cup final though?
No, we get beat.
Oh, okay. Shocking, Ali.
Terrible behaviour. Thankfully, Gab, there was no mobile phones. There was no phones in my day. Never mind mobile phones, man. Angelina, what else we got?
Antoine Semenyo. So Bournemouth winger has a release clause of around £60 million this January. Man United, Chelsea, and Spurs were all interested. But talkSPORT understands his preference, for some reason, is to join the blue side of Manchester. I mean,
don't blame him.
It's a lot of competition, though. That is a lot of competition. You've got Doku, you've got Savinho, you've got Marmoush, Cherki, and now, you know...
They win things. Manchester United don't.
All right,
but Angelina, I'll let you two go on
have some of that.
I've come in here Christmas Eve and I'm getting, shots fired.
2-footer, Ali.
Well, United apparently did want to play him on the left wing and not as a wing back. So Amarim's wanting to change to a back four. He's been banging on about this back three, but maybe going for Semenyo was the big move to go to a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3. I will say,
first game in January, Ali. Semenyo right wing back.
Oh my!
What I will say is, United did beat a lot of clubs to get Brian Mbeumo, so you can't. I understand why they felt confident, and even though we still need the table to level out, United are 7th, and even if you don't like to admit it, Gabby, they're still a big club. And people still might have them on their bucket list. And
30 years ago, they won the league.
Angelina, come on. I know it's Christmas Eve.
Give me a bit of grace, come on.
But Gabby's got a point. He wants to win things. Right, anyway, moving Thanks, Angelina. We'll be hearing from you again.
You might not at this rate.
That was a look at today's back pages with Tesco Mobile for Business.
Backpage review on talkSPORT with Tesco Mobile for Business. Are you self-employed? Get business phone bills for up to 40% less than the big mobile networks. For terms and verification, visit tescomobile.com/business.
Alexander Isak's leg break is not as bad as first feared. Arne Slot expects his record signing to be out for just a couple of months, but the Liverpool boss isn't happy with what caused the injury.
This was, for me, a reckless challenge. The tackle of Van der Ven. If you make that tackle 10 times, I think 10 times, there's a serious chance that a player gets a serious injury.
Now, talkSPORT understands clubs only have the first 10 days of the January window to trigger Antoine Semenyo's release clause of between £60 and £65 million. We're told several teams are interested in the Bournemouth man. Newcastle have asked for clarification from the referee's body on the decision not to give them a penalty against Chelsea at the weekend. Anthony Gordon went down under a challenge from Trevor Chalobah in the 2-2 draw at St James's Park.
One of the arts of defending is not to put yourself in that position. I thought, and I still do, it was a clear penalty. Having reviewed it, I've not changed my mind. But it wasn't given, and my time is best spent moving forward rather than backwards.
A mid-Ashes holiday enjoyed by England players down under is going to be investigated by the ECB. Some players reportedly drank excessively over 4 days in Noosa and a couple of days in Brisbane beforehand. Following that break, England lost the third test in Adelaide and the Ashes series. But Steve Harmison's told talkSPORT it's not a black and white situation.
If they've gone 60 bender, bang them against the wall, and they get what they deserve. If they've been caught having a couple of pints in the middle of the afternoon, when the world is ending, I'm not hammering them for this.
Baby gave to me a nice back rub, then he massaged my feet. On the 6th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me a crop jacket with dirty denim jeans. On the 5th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me.
Right, I'm not having that. Hey, Gab, I don't give him. I'm not caring if it's Christmas Eve. Are you having that? Who's that?
8 Days of Christmas, Destiny Child, Ali.
Oh, that's Beyonce then.
Yeah.
And who was the other one? Who's in that?
Kelly Rowland.
That's her.
Yes, Destiny Child.
Aye.
Yes. It's a bit of you, Ali.
That's not. That would have been my number one pick.
Damn.
Wouldn't be number one pick, mate.
No, definitely not number one. But you know,
it's okay.
Top 15, top 20.
It's okay. Oh, okay, fair enough. It is, of course, Christmas Eve, Wednesday, the 24th of December, 6:35. This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark's real sale. There's huge savings to be had on over 20,000 cars, guys. Now, Ally and Gabby are with you this morning, this Christmas Eve. Arne Slot made a few headlines yesterday as he had his say on Mickey van de Ven's challenge on Alexander Isak and Liverpool win over Spurs at the weekend, Gabby. Now, it's just come to light, unfortunately, Isak has suffered a broken leg, which will see him out of action for a few months. Slot was not happy with Van de Ven's challenge, labelling it reckless. Here he is followed by Thomas Frank. Here we go.
For me, a reckless challenge. So I think I said a lot about the tackle of Xavi Simons, which for me was completely unintentional. And I don't think you will ever get an injury out of a tackle like that, the tackle of Van der Ven. If you make that tackle 10 times, I think 10 times, there's a serious chance that a player gets a serious injury.
I'm obviously disagreeing in many ways. I think we are talking about a defender in Mickey van der Ven that we do everything he can to avoid the goal. So it's a transition, so he's sprinting back in. There's a ball slide down the side, and he does everything he can to see if he can block that shot, so he's sliding. Unfortunately, Isak's planted his foot straight there, and that makes it look worse than it is. I think that would be a natural reaction for any defender. Or put it this way, if my defenders don't do that, then I don't think they are true defenders.
Interesting, Gabby.
Spot on.
Give me your view on it, and then I'll give you mine.
Thomas Frank, spot on for me. Van der Ven, he has to try and get the ball. Listen, no one likes to see players injured. When I saw it, I thought, oh, that's a horrible injury. It could be an actual broken leg where you see the leg broken on the screen, Ali, but he didn't mean to do it, and those sort of tackles and injuries happen in football.
I'm
just
with you,
unlucky.
mate. I'm with you. I did say, and I'm not trying to be smart here, mate.
Yeah.
I actually broke my leg the same way. And when you go to strike a ball, I broke my leg twice. The first time, you swing through and you're kind of... I think, to a certain degree, normally a centre forward or somebody's going to have a shot at goal, they'll have an awareness of somebody round about them.
Yes.
I'm not sure Isak knows that Van de Ven's getting across.
No.
So see if you do, you know what it's like, Gab. If you've an idea somebody's there, you can maybe have a wee jab at the shot. You won't follow through.
Yes.
You'll try and protect yourself a little bit. I just thought when I looked at the tackle, I broke my leg the same way playing for Kelly against Rangers, and it's the bottom of the leg where the fibula meets the tibia, and I thought, oh, I could actually see it happening. But having watched it, and I even watched it again there, Gab.
Yes.
I think Van de Ven's, he's got to go for the ball. He's got to try and block it. 100%. I didn't think there was any malice in it. I actually don't. I don't think it was reckless, mate.
No.
I really don't. I mean, you would be disappointed. Arne Slot's obviously very, very disappointed, and it's a nightmare for the boy Isak and the club. But I think if the shoe's on the other foot, I think if that's a tackle in the Liverpool box, Arne Slot is wanting, whether it's Van Dijk or Konate, whoever, go for
Ali,
it.
but these sort of tackles and injuries happen in football.
Yeah.
He didn't shoot Isak and then Van de Ven's come in with studs high and broke his leg that way. Definite accidental, and I think Arne Slot comments were wrong for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one, pal. I agree with that. Now it's time for a bit of this, Gab. Magic, absolutely magic. That's right, it was another brilliant night, and what a night it was in the PDC World Darts Championship. World number 86, Justin Hood beat 6 seed Danny Noper in an Alexandra Palace Classic as 3 more seeds exited the championship on the final day of the competition before the Christmas break. Peter Snakebite Wright out. Oh, that was agony to watch. I want to talk to this man, and that's where I'm going to start. It's a very, very good morning to the top man, Darts finest, Russ Bray. Russ, a very good morning.
Good morning,
Thanks for
Russ.
joining us, pal.
Morning, Ali. Morning, Gabby. How are you, boys? All good?
Brilliant
well,
this
mate.
Christmas Eve, mate, and it's great to see you. There's only one place for me to start, mate. Now, I've got to say, that it's been incredible. 17 of the 32 seeds already knocked out, right? There's been some brilliant names departed the tournament, Gerwin Price, to name a few. But what happened... I was agony watching Peter Wright. I've got to say to you, Russ, Peter Wright, I love watching him. He's one of my favourite darts players, but it was agony, eh?
Yeah, when you think of someone as good as Peter, a couple of times world champion as well, going the way he did yesterday, it just didn't hit form. And in all honesty, when you're up there and it's not going right, it's the most lonely place in the world, and it's the hardest place to get yourself back. It's not. I'm not decrying any team game, because goodness me, you guys, have been at the top of that. But you've got nowhere to hide. There isn't anybody else, making it a little bit easier for you, maybe, or covering for what you've done. You're up there, you're on your own. And goodness me, when it's going wrong like that, it's so difficult to get back.
Russ, it's a brilliant result. Take nothing away. It's a fantastic result. But at the same time, what does somebody like Peter Wright do now? Would people do different? Does he get away? Does he shut everything off? Does he go and have a great Christmas? And I don't want to take anything at all away from Arnold Merkin. It was a fantastic result. But what does he do? Or do people do things differently? Does he say, right, that's me for a couple of weeks or 3 weeks, whatever, or does he say, right, I'm going to have a Christmas and then I'm going to practice and practice and practice?
Yeah, probably the latter there. He'll go and enjoy his Christmas as best he can. He's going to be disappointed that he's out of the tournament. But he'll go and enjoy his Christmas now with his wife, Jo, and the family. And he'll get himself all prepped up, ready for, for next season, that's for sure. That's if he really, really wants to have that, that hunger again. You know, it's an older person, may I say that. You know, it's one of the elderly statesmen within the game. You know, does he want to carry on, you know, that intensity? Only Peter Wright will be able to tell you that. But, you know, I'm sure Peter will bounce back, and we'll see how he goes from there.
Russ, third round matches are the best of 7 sets instead of 5. Do you reckon that starts to begin to separate the best from the rest?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's your top boys there will prefer the longer formats because in the short format, like we've just had, the best of 5. If you lose your first 2 sets, you know, you're in trouble, basically. You're in trouble. The longer format suits the boys. They're more used to the longer format as well than the, shall I say, the lower ranked players.
Yes.
So again, at the end of the day, you both your Lukes, you know, Michael Van Gogh and these people, they've been there, seen it, done it. So that really does suit the higher seeded players.
Ross, I tell you who I enjoyed watching. Excuse me, as I always do. You mentioned obviously Michael Van Gerwen there, a good 3-1 victory. Tell you who looks as though he's on hitting a bit of form. And there is, I don't care what MD says, there is a little bit of bias from me. Gary Anderson, mate.
Yeah, not off. Gary has probably one of the smoothest, silkiest throws that you've got. There's very little to go wrong. Age on his throw doesn't really matter, you know. He's and he's hungry. If you watch that last night, Ali, you can see how hungry Gary is. If he misses a shot, he's disappointed, you know. And for all what he says, and you know, I haven't done this or maybe I've done that. Gary wants this. Don't worry about that. And he's got that fire in his belly now, and he's in the last 32.
Yeah,
you know, he's got Jermaine Watermean the next game, which suits Gary left, right and centre. Jermaine's up there. He's a quick thrower. There's no mucking about. He gets up there, gets on with the job. And that's right up Gary's street. So, watch out for Gary Anderson, most definitely.
Brilliant. Listen, Ross, just a quick one, mate. How's your Christmas yourself? Are you getting a bit of time just to relax with the family, mate?
Yeah, a couple of days off. Normally on Christmas Eve, I meet up with mates. We have done for the last 27 years. A big day for you first. We meet up at a local establishment, let me say that, and have a little bit of fun. And then I'm back up the alley pally on the 27th doing bits and pieces. So, it's I love this time of year as well.
We all do, Ross. Listen, mate,
Legend,
thanks for all your help, and we'll look forward to speaking to you after Christmas. Enjoy your Christmas period, mate, and we'll look forward to seeing you
What's up, man,
for the rest
Russ?
of the tournament. Take care, mate.
Merry Christmas, Ali. Merry Christmas, Gabby. Thanks,
you, mate.
guys, for having me on. Cheers,
Thanks,
boys.
Russ. All the best, pal. Right, still to come on breakfast this Christmas Eve.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Download the new improved app to easily manage your accounts and quotes.
Okay, guys, as the investigations into the England drinking saga continue, we'll be speaking to Managing Director of the Barmy Army, Chris Millard. Chris will be joining us later on. Yesterday in Drive, Gabby had to stand between Adi Oladipo and cricket reporter Sam Ellard over the supposed scandal. We didn't know about this, Gab. Here we go.
Sam, they're elite athletes. Why have you got to have a drink?
No,
that's what I don't get.
I mean, is that it? I mean, by the way, hey,
it was tough,
Gabby,
Ali. It was tough.
Gabby, it wasn't exactly Hagler Hertons, that was it? Do you know? Wow! After that show-stopping bout of aggression between the two, that was unbelievable. Right, you can get involved in the show this morning. If you're getting to say, pick up the phone, give us a call. You know the drill: 03717 22 3344. Stay with us this morning.
Sam, they're elite athletes. Why have you got to have a drink? That's what I don't get.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Get free next day track delivery. Head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app.
Okay, it's talkSPORT Breakfast. It's Wednesday the 24th of December, that's correct, Christmas Eve, and it is 10 minutes to 7. Now, what do we know this Wednesday, Gabby? Well, I'm going to go telling you. talkSPORT understands that whilst a number of top Premier League clubs are circling for Bournemouth's Semenyo, the winger has a preference of joining Manchester City. American billionaire also Martha Stewart has become the latest celebrity to join Swansea City as a co-owner, following investment in the club from Snoop Dogg and Luka Modric. I mean,
go on, Snoop.
It's just getting ridiculous now. And Newcastle manager Eddie Howe has confirmed that the club are contacting the PGMOL after last Saturday's decision not to award Newcastle a penalty for Trevor Chalobah's challenge on Anthony Gordon. Now, I know, I'm maybe going over the top on it. I thought it was an absolute stonewaller. I really did. I thought it was a stonewaller. Now, the thing is, Gab, I think, I don't know what you think. I think most of the people think it was a penalty. But to be fair, there are people that don't think it was a penalty.
Listen, I look at it and I thought, it's hard, Ali, because would Gordon have got to the ball? Would it have went out for a goal kick?
But I don't think
was
that's
it
getting to do with it, Gab.
side to side more? I don't know. It's tough.
I don't think that's getting to do with it. Because when the tackle's made, the ball is on the pitch. Where the ball's going, I don't think should have anything to do with it.
You're speaking from a striker. I'm speaking as playing as a centre-half back in my day at the early stages, Ali.
Right, well, let's hear what Eddie Howe thinks about it, because Eddie had something to say about it.
Yeah, we will be seeking clarification, and I think that call's already gone in, not from me personally, but from the club. And yeah, we just want to know the thought process behind the decisions.
Now, that's an interesting one, Gabby. I remember not so long ago yourself, you sent it was a very well documented letter to Howard Webb and,
Good luck,
and the
Eddie.
PGMOL. Would you think? Well, this is my point. I can understand. I can totally understand Howard and the boys in at PGMOL custard pieing you, but they're not custard pie Eddie. Surely Eddie will get an answer, won't he?
Ali, he better not go above me. Newcastle Football Club complaint better not go above my complaint. There's an order. I've been waiting 6 months for a reply. There's a backlog, Eddie. You won't hear for about a year.
You're still waiting the custard off your face for that custard pie hit you with. Oh, dear me. Right, for more on all the biggest, today's biggest stories, I beg your pardon, head over to talksport.com. Right, Gabby, it's now time for a bit of this.
Snow is falling.
Oh, I don't mind it.
All around me. Children playing.
Yes. I knew you would love a bit of shaky, Angelina.
Oh, when this beat drops,
you were
I'm
a
telling
safe
you.
pair of hands for me there. Safe pair of hands. How are you getting on?
Oh, I just had to wait for that little beat drop there.
Great tune.
Amazing. My favourite Christmas song there.
Is it?
Yeah. I do rate the Destiny's Child
Yes.
one, but no.
Mariah Carey, no?
Yeah, I like a bit of it, but this one, as soon as
Up
I hear
against
it,
you going,
it just,
That
it's
is
a special
Christmas
one.
song. Yeah, I'll give you that. I do.
Yes. Well, I'm here to talk about a few things that are going on around Christmas that I've seen in the front pages.
Yes.
Toddlers getting phones for Christmas.
No.
Now, I'm not a parent, so I want to get your takes on it. So before they've even learned to use the potty, they're getting smartphones. 26% of parents out of 1,000 mums and dads in a survey said that kids aged 2 to 10 will be getting they'll be getting a smartphone. 17% of those children getting phones are aged between 2 and 3. 90% of parents expect their child to have screen time at Christmas. I mean, we all have some form of screen time, whether it's a TV or on your phone. But as parents, what age do you get kids' phones? It's a hard
32.
one, isn't it?
Seriously. Do you know some, Gab?
Yeah.
Angelina, we're at the point I'm banning them at the table.
Yeah.
I'm banning them at the table.
Yeah.
Right? I think it's important when you sit down, whether it's at dinner or whatever it be, you sit down and have a bit of patter, have a bit of crack, communicate with each other.
Yeah.
See if you let them, Gab.
Ali.
They would just sit and look at them all day, man.
Ali.
Now, I don't mind a bit of screen time. I don't mind a wee bit of screen time. But come on, guys. Come on.
Ali, my 17-year-old, he was sitting at the table the other day, And this Snapchat that I have, mate, he's
Yeah.
got about 45 different convos going on the Snapchat. He's eating spaghetti bolognese with one hand, and the other hand he's like laid back on his
Some
phone.
would say good multitasking.
And I'm just like, get off your phone before I get your phone and throw it over the fence.
Yeah.
I know.
I have to be a bit firm, and he's like, okay, put the phone down. So what are you doing? Any convo? How was school? How is your A-level preparations going? Anything? Just sitting there on Snapchat flick.
See what he does, Gab, Angelina. Like, see mine. I wasn't going to name him, but I'm going to.
Name him.
See that Aaron, right? See when he's on it, right? He'll be on it and the head's in it, right? And Viv and I was sitting at the table and the wee man was sitting at the table. I grab it off him, Gab, right?
Yeah.
And I swear to God, see the reaction. You would think they were grabbing the crown jewels off him, man.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yes.
They're just addicted to it. I mean, I think it's a concern. I really think it's a concern, Angelina. I really do.
It is, and like 2 years of age, that's just
Stupid.
it's just too much. And I get
nonsense.
it's hard when the first kid starts getting a phone at school, and then they all want phones. But that's just ridiculous.
Before secondary school will be the right time, I think.
Yeah, I guess
Secondary school, that would be the right time.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to wait that long. I feel like giving my kids their phones at probably nine years of
I
age.
think I was in high school by the time I got one. So, but it is
difficult.
hard. Yeah. Something else that I'm not happy about: Easter eggs already on sale.
Oh god.
103 days early. Mini eggs, cream eggs, Maltese.
Are they cheaper though?
Oh, that's a shout, actually.
No,
If they're cheaper, Ali, get them in the fridge, mate.
Get them stocked up, yeah.
Well,
That's a good shout.
Before we discuss that one, chocolate in the fridge, yes. I'm a big yes.
Yes.
Angelina?
Yeah, because I like when you take it out the fridge and it's quite, you've got that bite to it, but then you can also leave it out for a bit and then it's
caramel
dairy
Oh, I know, but you'll be okay. You two
You've
will
got
be
the
all
best
right.
of both worlds.
Oh, I know, but see, at my age, man, see when you pull the chocolate out of the fridge, you've got to be careful, man. You've got to watch your Edward Heath. You've got to watch your teeth, man. Right? I swear to God. I swear to
Don't
God.
let me laugh, Ali.
Listen, Gabby, Angelina, chocolate coming out of the fridge, I'm one bite away from a disaster.
We don't need an emergency dentist on Christmas Day. Absolutely not.
No, it's not. But I do, it's terrible. It's a terrible thing to say. When I was a wee boy, and my mum used to get us the selection boxes and all that stuff.
Yes.
Down at the bottom of my stocking, I always put the stocking in, and down at the bottom of my stocking, always had a 50 pence, right? A 50 pence, Gabby. And do you know those the wee gold round wee chocolate things you used to put the silver wrapping round? And about half a dozen of them, man. Honestly. And they were destroyed before I got down the stairs.
You know what else was destroyed? Do you remember you used to put chocolates on the Christmas trees?
Yes.
The little ones.
Yes.
Ali, they were gone on the first day. me and my two brothers.
Disaster waiting to happen.
Me and my two brothers were gone. 100 chocolates on the Christmas tree, gone straight away.
Happy days, though, eh? Wasn't it?
Yeah, good old days, Ali.
Yeah. And finally, man to eat Christmas dinner with his pet turkey. Now, he has given up meat.
No.
So he's not eating meat in front of the turkey, but this man, David Brooker, goes everywhere with his beloved bird called T2, including the pub and park runs. He's hand-reared this turkey for 5 years. T2 does like a Scotch egg in general, but at Christmas time, he's probably going to have a mince pie. Dave might give the turkey a bit of Guinness. But yeah, so he's not having meat and will enjoy his dinner.
Make sure he doesn't walk past Ali's house with that turkey.
Gabby, if he's in the vicinity, I don't care if
It
he's on
didn't give a location, actually, so keep your eyes
I
peeled.
don't care if he's on the Guinness or no. He's in trouble if he's up my way.
Ali, these kids chasing him with his turkey.
Bit of extra flavouring with that Guinness.
I'm telling you, I'll be chasing him about the place. If I get a hold of him, he's in trouble.
Yeah, so there you go, pet turkeys. But people go all out with the pets, don't they? Like, they do special Christmas dinners for the dogs and cats. And
no problem with that.
Yeah.
But, pet turkey, there you go.
Pet turkey, that's a you and on me.
bit
Thanks,
far.
Angelina. Right, where are we now? What we've got coming up? Next, we're going to continue to discuss Arsenal's Carabao Cup quarter-final victory and penalties over Crystal Palace. Plus, find out which billionaire has become a co-owner of Swansea City alongside Luka Modric and, yes, you got it, Snoop Dogg.
Would you give up the chance to play for your country to become a global star of your sport and earn big money doing it? Well, that's the choice facing rugby players right now because of the proposed new R360 League. Led by 2003 World Cup winner Mike Tindall, it's already being backed by major investors. Its goal? Turn rugby union into franchises, not clubs, add some serious cash and a bit of razzmatazz. Or in their words, make the game more watchable, accessible and entertaining, especially for younger audiences. But there's been a huge pushback, a massive no way from the current game. So what exactly is R360 and why is it controversial? Rugby union is facing challenges on a domestic level right now. There's huge financial instability across even top-tier clubs. The English game has seen leading clubs like Wasps, London Irish and Worcester go out of business in the top flight. The Welsh provincial game is in total disarray too. R360 says they would remove what are easily some clubs' biggest expenses, i.e. the big stars, and therefore make more of them profitable. So the plan is to inject a new lease of life into the sport. But how exactly? Top stars of the men and women's game playing for a franchise-based league with fixtures in cities like London, Miami, Tokyo and Lisbon. Each city would host a tournament featuring all the franchises during a short 3-month season. And though no players have officially confirmed, reports suggest around 200 have signed pre-contracts, some worth up to 750 grand. And if that's the pre-contract, you can imagine where the full wages will get to. Problem is, the rest of rugby says no. In fact, no way. The national unions from England, Scotland, Ireland, France, Italy, South Africa, New Zealand and Australia have declared any player joining R360 will be banned from test selection. World Rugby's also not approved the league. Many fear it echoes football's failed European Super League, a top-down, money-driven idea that could damage the sport's traditions. So is it dead already? Well, rugby union is at a crossroads. Some may be against it, but we know others are being swayed by the cash. So will everything work itself out? Or after the European Super League and Live Golf, have we got sport's next big scandal on our hands?
Okay, this is talkSPORT Breakfast. It's Christmas Eve and we are here with Arnold Clark, saving your next car, and the real sale is the UK's biggest used car sale with over 20,000 cars. Ally and Gabby with you this morning. Gabby, before we get any further,
yes.
Mate, you get any water there?
Absolutely. Aye.
I've been told to ask you that question for a specific reason though.
Why?
Because I'm just led to believe it's not the first time you've been asked for some water in the last 12 hours. Is that correct?
Ali, don't get me started, mate. Ali, honestly, mate, what's the penalties, right? I've gone to sleep, and the room phone goes off in the hotel.
No
Answer
way.
it right. It's a lady saying, "Can I have some water brought to rooms?" Blah blah blah. Says, "I'm not reception. You phoned another room. Put the phone down, right." 10 minutes later, the room phones again, Ali. It's right next to my head. My head.
No way, man.
Answer it again to the same lady. I'm like, guys, come on. I can hear her fellow in the background saying, "Is it not reception?" I'm just like, what's going on here? So I put the phone down. I angrily take the phone off the hook, Ali, by the bed. There's another phone by the table. I'm searching to get that one out the hook. Switch that one off.
Oh, no.
Took it off the hook as well. I'm like, please, guys, come on. I was fuming, Ali. Just got to sleep, mate.
It's horrible.
10 to 12, I think it was.
You're just in a sound sleep. Oh, mate, there's nothing worse.
Some
nothing
water.
worse. Okay, mate. 2 times Ashes winner Monty Panesar will join us. Excuse me, to give his take on England's boozy breaks. That's a bit strong. Between Ashes tests. Alex Frooks will be bringing us the latest from his transfer notebook as we prepare for what will be a very, very important January window for a lot of clubs. And we'll get you through your last minute Christmas shopping with plenty of festive fun along the way. Before all that, though, Arsenal booked their place in the Carabao semi-finals, beating Palace 8-7 in penalties after the match finished 1-1. It means the Gunners will face London rivals Chelsea in a two-legged semi-final across January and February. Here's Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta speaking after the match to talkSPORT.
Very pleased with the performance and what we generate against a team that is very well organised, very difficult to create open chances. I think we created a lot in the first half and a different way in the second half. I think the margin should have been bigger than the 1-0 after 94 minutes. And when you don't close the game, this can happen. Then your level of attention and efficiency to defend the ball has to be better than what we've done. But when you don't do that, you get another opportunity in the penalties. And I think the play showed great emotional control. They look really composed. They're taking the penalties in an extraordinary way. And Kepa did what he had to do at the end.
Okay, we're not going to mess about. I've got to say to Gabby, I mean, what did you think? I mean, we spoke about it earlier on, mate. When it goes to penalty, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring in Clarkie. Clarkie,
yes.
Are you there, mate? Good morning, Clarkie. How are you?
Good morning, Adrian.
Morning, Ali. Morning, Gabby. Yeah, all good.
Great to see you, mate. Clarkie, I was going to ask Gabby, but I'll ask you the question. I think I said to Gabby earlier on. I mean, effectively, it's all about getting through the tie. It doesn't matter whether it's penalties, because we're probably, Clarkie, you and I are probably having a different conversation if Arsenal get knocked out this morning in penalties.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, look, I agree with Mikel Arteta. I thought it was a really good performance. Palace are quite a hard side to break down. We know how good Glasner is at organising teams. But Arsenal had 25 shots in the game. I think the goalie, Walter Benitez, had an absolute blinder. But you get into injury time and you concede a goal because you haven't taken your chances. And it was the same at the weekend, where Arsenal, I thought, played pretty well against Everton, but things got a bit squeaky. And that's the issue, I think, for Arsenal fans at the moment. It's all a little bit more tense than maybe it needs to be. So for Christmas, hopefully Arsenal will get some shooting boots, because I think that's the only thing missing at the minute.
You're spot on, Adrian, because even in the Premier League, Manchester City scored 10 more goals than Arsenal. They need to be a bit more prolific, don't they? Gabriel Jesus, I know it's his first start, but I thought last night again reminds me of his time at Arsenal. He's not really clinical, is he?
No, but I mean, this is his first start for 11 months. I actually thought he played pretty well. It's a great header that was a fantastic save down low to his left by Benitez.
It was.
I think maybe last night Madueke's finishing could have been better. I think that Timber had a free header as well. Look, there's not one guilty party. I just think that Arsenal need to be more ruthless, because I think they should have beaten Everton by 2 or 3 at least at the weekend, and it should have been the same last night. But because they didn't, there's a little bit of negativity around the performances, around the results. And I think that's a shame, really, because they're doing all right. I would say they're doing all right.
Clarkie, I said to Gabby, let's be honest about it, mate. They're doing better than all right. They're doing much better than all right. Here's another way to look at it. And I said to Gabby, you've lost 2 league games this season. One of them's a free kick that flies into the top corner, and another one's a 96-minute winner in a game that could have gone, and both games could have gone either way. That's another way to look at it. Yes, it could be a little bit concerning in the last 3 or 4 games, whether you're just getting over the line by the odd goal, right? But you can look at it the positive way. You've only lost 2 league games, both of them, to teams that are more than capable, obviously, of beating anybody, and a late goal and a wonder goal.
Look, Arsenal are top of the Premier League. They're top of the Champions League, and they're into the semi-finals of the League Cup. You can't get much better than that. So,
Agreed.
And believe it or not, there are some Arsenal supporters out there at the moment that aren't happy. And I just cannot get my head around that. So I think it's been a fabulous season so far. Obviously, as well, for a large part of this season, Arsenal have had like one striker available, and it's not your main man. At the moment, they're down to the bare bones with defenders as well. So I think, all things considered, it has been very, very good.
I think my point, Adrian, Ali, about Gabriel Jesus is his time at Manchester City, very good player. Arsenal, very good player. But even before he got his injury last season, 17 appearances in the Premier League, 3 goals. He's never going to be prolific for me. That's my point. Do you know what I mean? Gyökeres has been brought in to be the goal scorer. I feel Gabriel Jesus will do his part, but he's never going to get you 20 Premier League goals. Never.
No, I understand that, and yeah, it's true. It's true. He's never been prolific, but Arsenal haven't had a prolific goal scorer throughout their sort of time under Arteta, have they? They've always shared the goals around. So they're not reliant on one person or 2 people to get all the goals. You can look at it both ways. Of course, Arsenal would love to have a Haaland that guarantees you 30. But what happens to Haaland if he gets injured? What does City do then? So I would, in a way, I wouldn't. I'm quite happy with the goals shared around because you're less reliant on one person. But look, it was. I'm looking forward to the semi-final.
Oh, brilliant,
good
mate!
tie, wouldn't it, against Chelsea?
Well, that's what hey, Clark, that's what I said to Gabby this morning. You talk about teams, maybe playing, weekend sides and how important is the League Cup. I'll tell you how important the League Cup. Just look at the 4 teams that are in the semi-finals, mate. I mean, it's amazing. Clarky, while I've got you, mate, I need to have a quick one in the EFL. American billionaire Martha Stewart has become the latest celebrity to join Swansea City as co-owner following investment in the club from Snoop Dogg and Luka Modric. The question is, Clarky, plain and simple, what is the conversation round that table with Martha Stewart, Snoop Dogg and Luka Modric? How does that conversation flow, Clarky? Can you tell me?
I'm not sure it does. I mean, it'd be quite some night out, wouldn't it? I mean, but I did read yesterday that Martha Stewart is close friends with Snoop Dogg. I mean, she's 84. Obviously, she's a very successful sort of businesswoman, entrepreneur, TV personality. But I mean, you wouldn't put those 2 together, would you? Really?
Never.
No.
I don't really get it. I think it's really to do with profile, right? Obviously, they're all chipping in some money, which is good for Swansea, but I think it's just a branding exercise. I mean, it is a strange one. They're trying to follow Wrexham, I guess, with getting some publicity. But those 3, it's an eclectic mix.
It certainly is, mate. Listen, how's your Christmas looking, pal? What have you got planned?
Very nice. Yeah, look, nice family. Yeah, a couple of days with the family now. Got 2 young kids, so it's still pretty magical. Yeah, football, lots of football. talkSPORT keep me busy.
Good stuff.
They're sending me to Wrexham twice and Blackburn, so I've got a bit of driving to do as well over Christmas.
Brilliant, Clarky. Well, let's have a wonderful time with the family, mate. Enjoy it. We'll look forward to speaking to you in the new year, pal. Take it easy.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, mate. Up next, Gabby, would an Aston Villa title spark a bigger party than in Leicester 10 years ago this May? I'm not sure it would, because that must have been the party to end all parties. I believe Jamie Vardy had a party. Did he not have one that time?
He must
Come
have,
on,
surely.
Gabby.
It must be more than one, Ali.
That was a song, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Vardy's having a party.
Correct.
Absolutely. My kids still sing it. We're going to be talking about that next, mate. Fowler.
Get in there.
Woo. Go on, my son.
Don't get me started.
Oh, I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
Don't
I
get
love
me
that
started.
song. That gets some going, doesn't it, Gav?
Oh, 100%, mate.
Oh, here's one thing. I'm just having a wee think,
Yes.
right? Obviously, this is talkSPORT Breakfast. Ally and Gabby with you this morning. Gabby, I'm just thinking, noises at stadiums this season, that might win it when that goal went in at Villa Park against the Arsenal.
Oh, 100%.
I think that might be in. I'm just thinking offhand, what games have I been to? There have been some good ones, but in terms of the roof coming off the stadium, that might win it so far.
Yes.
Is that fair?
100%. And I was lucky enough, Ali, to be at the PSG game where Consa scores.
Yes.
I've never experienced a feeling like it as a fan, Ali.
Yeah.
I literally, my 17-year-old son, I've grabbed him, got him by his top, I'm shaking him, nearly throw him over the balcony on accident.
man.
But that feeling when a goal goes in so important, like the
mate.
Brendia one,
Mate.
fans lose their minds.
Mate, I'll never forget, we scored, man, against Leipzig in the semi-final at Ibrox, right?
When you was playing?
Lundstrom, right? No.
After,
No.
yeah.
When we went to the final a couple of years ago against Frankfurt,
Yes.
the roof absolutely
It's unbelievable, isn't it, Ali?
It went mental. The biggest noise I heard that I can remember was when we scored. We were down to 9 men and we scored against Celtic. Big Goffey scored.
Yes.
To make it 2 each in about a 90th. We were down to 9 men. Big Butch had been sent off. McAvenny had been sent off. Woods had been sent off. It was carnage. It was just a normal day at the Old Firm, Gab, right? And they had 10 men. We'd Graham Roberts in goals, man. We'd Graham Roberts in goals. It was back in the day. If your goalie gets sent off, you'd put one of the players in.
But it's a crazy feeling, isn't it, Ali? Because
Oh,
I remember scoring winners against Birmingham City, last-minute winners, late winners, and that feeling...
Oh, mate.
The atmosphere is incredible.
I
That
know.
feeling in that moment when you're celebrating a goal, it's a bit like, whoa, is this real?
And I can remember Morris Edu scored one against Celtic, the same about the 90th minute. We're going for the title, and they were still going for the title as well. And it was the only goal of the game at Ibrox. Dear me, I ended up away up the back of the stand dancing with an ambulance woman, man. It was unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Happy days,
Yes.
mate. Right, so you'll be delighted with the way things are going at the Villa. Can you keep it going? I would suggest you might be able to keep it going, mate.
Yeah, but maybe we can't go and buy some menu to help us out. But Ali, we'll give it a go, mate.
Right, enough of the Villa for the time being. There's another huge game coming up. As only the Premier League listing in Boxing Day this year. It's the only game, which is a bit strange. We're going to have a wee chat about that later on. But Angelina's back with us, and we're going to discuss that right now. Angelina, what's going on? Boxing Day. It was always the Boxing Day fixtures that we look forward to. We've got one.
I know, and it's Manchester United. I mean, so I'm happy, but
Yeah.
it is a shame. That's what everyone looks forward to, that box, that you've got your day planned out, games you're going to watch, you've got all your snacks, your drinks ready to go, or you go into the games. So I am disappointed about it. I mean, obviously there's loads of EFL football across the talkSPORT network.
And I suppose, Angelina, it gives maybe football fans of clubs in the Premier League an opportunity to get themselves out with the family and go and support your local club.
Until your missus looks at the schedule and says, okay, that Villa aren't playing, let's go on a 7-hour walk on Boxing Day. There'll be a lot of men thinking, oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah. I've already been told I'm doing that today, tomorrow and Boxing Day.
What happened to a 12:30 Boxing Day? See you later, guys. Great Christmas. I'm off to watch the footy with the lads.
Yeah, minimal amount of time with the family.
Exactly.
I mean, I remember speaking to Adrian Durham on one of the talkSPORT daily podcasts that we were doing, and we're talking about Christmas traditions, and Adrian was almost like, you know what, like Christmas is almost getting in the way of my prep, to be honest.
Yes. Oh, I know, man. I can imagine I bet his missus kicks him out on Christmas Day.
Have you seen his Christmas tree, by the way?
No.
It's a football Christmas tree. So he's got ornaments from different clubs. So he's got the Trinity Man United statue in a bauble.
No.
He's got a posh cracker. Honestly, it's on his Instagram. I messaged him yesterday. I was like, that is...
How did I miss that?
If anyone's going to have a Christmas tree that's football, it's going to be
I'm
Adrian,
going to have a look at that right now.
Honestly.
Imagine though, Angelina, Villa aren't playing today, but I'm going to watch my local side as well. National League side. Yeah, okay, have a great time.
Yeah, you ain't getting away with that.
See you tonight. No. No, you're not. There's no football. Okay, we're going to go for a lovely walk. We're going to grab a coffee.
Yeah.
And we're going to walk and get our steps
Your
in.
day is
Thanks.
planned out for you.
Yes,
So,
already,
yeah, you have the Premier League to thank for that. But yeah, Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes, reports saying that he's going to be out for a month, could miss the Manchester derby.
Terrible news.
I mean, you saying that like even that felt a bit sarcastic.
No, not at all.
You know?
Never. No, terrible news.
But you know, I think it will show. I mean, we know that Manchester United's midfield is not great against Newcastle's midfield. You know, you can't compare. It's going to be makeshift. You know, Manuel Ugarte. The fact that I'm going to have to watch him is stressing me out. Lisandro Martinez. He's only come back from an ACL injury. You know, in the last few weeks, he's probably going to be shoved into midfield. Did an all right job the other day when he had to do it. However, he's not a midfielder, so it's going to be a tough one.
Ugarte's got to keep it simple.
Yeah,
he's pinging Diags out of play.
I'm not seeing it, guys. I'm not seeing it with Ugarte. I'm just not seeing it, Angelina.
No, it's and you know, it's the fact that Ruben Amorim has worked with him before. It's clearly, I just don't think he's cut out for the Premier League, to be completely honest. But Bruno Fernandes, no Casemiro, of course, due to having too many yellow cards. So I think the lack of Fernandes is going to massively expose Manchester United, because although, you know, opposing fans might have their opinions of him, the vast majority of Man United fans understand what an asset he is, and whatever the future holds for him, he's still been so important. And, you know, United are going to need to sign a new midfielder in January, in my opinion. But, you know, there's talk of Amorim moving to a 4-3-3. We've barely got 3 midfielders at the minute. So, Kobbie Mainoo obviously injured. But, you know, Man United are 3 points better off than Newcastle at the moment. Talk, you know, who's the better team? I know that Gabby's probably going to go with Newcastle because he's just...
No, listen, Manchester United really surprised me at Villa Park. Their organisation as well. Normally, Aston Villa get joy. Yeah, they get joy, Aston Villa, normally, playing from the back, getting into Tielemans, Onana and Kamara. They couldn't. Aston Villa couldn't get out. So I'm sure the tactics will maybe be similar for Newcastle, because Newcastle like to come through the midfield as well.
Yeah, and I just think, you know, you look at someone like Nick Voltemade, he's been all right as an Alexander Isak replacement, but... Anthony Gordon, 2 goals and 1 assist in the league this season. You know, is that good enough?
Angelina, I take your point. But if I was you, I'd be sitting with everything crossed. You don't get a 45...
I do anyway.
Honestly, 45 minutes. Anthony Gordon, that first half, he was sensational in the first half against Chelsea. Mind you, Newcastle were brilliant, but Anthony Gordon was tremendous. But I take your point. His figures have got to be better. More goals, more assists.
Yeah.
I do take your point there.
Yeah, I feel like they don't really score enough. I mean, it's 23 goals in the league, less than Leeds, Bournemouth and Brighton. You know, United have actually scored 31,
yes,
so
okay.
I'll
Here's a stat for you.
Go on.
Anthony Gordon's last goal from open play in the Premier League.
Was it against Man United?
January.
Oh, right.
Was it?
That's bad.
Nearly a year.
That's not good.
Exactly.
Maybe that's
a long
making me
time.
feel more confident, but on paper, that's, you know, a record that... Against Man United, he'll probably put right, won't he? No,
I don't know, but you're just been pessimistic. You're not allowed to be half empty. Angelina, you've been half empty last Christmas Eve. You need to be half full.
You know what happens, though? Teams like Manchester United, they finish 15th, go and spend 250 million. Maybe in January, go and spend another 100 million.
Yeah,
other teams can't spend, Ali.
We've spent the money. We've climbed up to 7th.
Other teams can't spend, Ali. Newcastle's, the Villas, they can't spend.
Am I going to have to get a referee in there for you two? Just calm it down. Calm it down. Angelina, I've had a look at Age Christmas Tree. It is a belter.
Amazing, isn't it?
A belter. I've just sent him a message. Oh, what a treat it is. Right, I'll look at it, Gabby. I'll show you. Right, listen, no, there's one Premier League fixture, you're right, but come on, guys, we've got to encourage everybody to go out and watch. There's a full programme. All over it. League Championship, League 1, I'm just looking all the way down, League 2 full programme, and indeed plenty of National League fixtures as well.
All right, I'm going to go and watch Birmingham City versus Derby.
There you are.
Yeah.
They'll welcome you there, wouldn't they?
Yes.
Open arms.
Corporate.
VIP, yeah, all the way.
Okay, up next we'll be crossing to Australia and getting the official Barmy Army take on Newsgate.
fancied having a beer in the stands while watching your team at the Emirates, or at Anfield, or at Stamford Bridge? Well, this season you actually can. Drinking alcohol in the stands at Premier League games may still be illegal, but the Women's Super League is doing something different. And here's how we got there. Back in the 1980s, football had a serious image problem. The sport was plagued by violence, pitch invasions and beer-fuelled chaos. Then, in 1985, Margaret Thatcher's government stepped in. They introduced the Sporting Events Control of Alcohol Act, banning alcohol in view of the pitch across England and Wales. Since then, many fans and clubs have called for the law to be relaxed. But despite attempts to change things over the years, authorities just haven't been convinced fans can be trusted. But in January 2025, something did change. The Women's Championship, now called the WSL2, launched a trial allowing fans to drink in the stands. The reasoning? Well, fans at women's matches tend to behave differently. Less aggression, more family-friendly vibes. As a result, select WSL and WSL2 stadiums are now allowing fans to drink alcohol in view of the pitch. It's been a landmark move showing growing trust in fans and recognising that women's football is building its own culture. So could the men's game be the next to leave the 1980s behind? Well, maybe, if fans can prove they can handle a pint without pitching it at someone. Yeah, don't hold your breath. Until then, it's Bovril all around. Cheers to that.
$26K for 2026 on talkSPORT.
Don't mind a bit of ABBA, you know. Gab, you aware of that?
Top ABBA.
Yeah, I absolutely don't mind a bit of ABBA. Now, this is talkSPORT Breakfast. Ally and Gabby with you this morning, thoroughly enjoying our Christmas Eve talkSPORT Breakfast show. And Arnold Clark's Real Sale, obviously, as well. Our good friends at Arnold Clark. It's the UK's biggest used car sale, and it's on now. Check out arnoldclark.com. Now, here we go, pal. talkSPORT is already looking ahead to an exciting year in 2026, and what it's going to bring us, this. We're giving you the opportunity to win a massive, Gabby, £26,000. Is there a better way? Impossible to kick off 2026 than with some serious cash.
Yes, 26 grand.
Wow.
Woo.
Wow.
It's our biggest New Year cash giveaway, and it could be yours. It's 26k for 2026. Ali, please tell us how to enter.
I'm just the man to do that. For your chance to win, text 1 to 83338. That is 83338. Text costs £2.50 plus your standard network rate. Or call 0343 423 9761. I'm going to give you that again. It's 0343 423 9761. Lines close 12 p.m. 9th of January next year, obviously 26. That's when you'll need to answer your phone if it rings. UK residents only, 18 plus. This is a network promotion. Full T&Cs at talksport.com/win now. So for your chance to win, once again, text 1 to 83338. Do it immediately. Good luck. Okay, it's time now, Gab, for a little bit of this.
Tune! Woo!
Very good, Ed. You've excelled yourself, pal.
Bit of red wine never hurt.
I did enjoy that. A wee bit of AC/DC as well. Have a drink on me. Fantastic. Okay. England cricket are investigating. We shouldn't be downplaying this, by the way. England cricket are investigating reports of players drinking excessively between Ashes tests down under.
Shocking.
A video has emerged online appearing to show England opener Ben Duckett intoxicated in a night out during the ongoing tour. Who dropped him in it, by the way? I'm with you, Gabby. I want to know who would send somebody that
horrible.
video.
So you see that
diabolical.
Videoing sort of like not putting their phone at his leg, so video and get the audio.
Have you seen it? Is that it?
Yeah, there's like the video and it's sort of like showing his leg to try and sneaky get a video. Horrible.
Do you know what I'd do? I'd find out who that was and I'd out them, by the way. I'm telling you right now. Australia have already taken a 3-0 lead to retain the Ashes. I know it's probably the wrong time and all that stuff, but you can't be doing that.
No.
Only 11 days of cricket, leaving fans fearing the worst. A 5-0 whitewash. Now, I am a massive fan of the Barmy Army. I don't mind telling you, Gav.
Yes.
I've appointed myself the only jock member of the Barmy Army. I do love the England cricket team, as you know. And joining us now is managing director of the Barmy Army, England Cricket Fans Group, Chris Millard. Chris,
good morning,
a
Chris.
very good morning or a good evening. How are you, pal, first of all?
I'm good. We're here in Melbourne still. It's a bit cold at home, so things could be worse.
Good for you, mate. I mean, we'll move on to the discussions about the alcohol and stuff like that, the players, but generally speaking, I want to ask you first of all, I mean, it's obviously been a big disappointment, mate. I've been getting up, I've actually been going to my bed for a couple of hours and getting up and watching some of it. I've been really disappointed, and I imagine you guys have been too.
Yeah, we have been. It's been a really disappointing series. I think that it's compounded by how excited we were. Everyone in cricket, everyone involved in English cricket, from the Barmy Army right the way through, has been super excited for this series because of how good Ben Stokes' team has been for the last 4 years. And we've fought fire with fire. We've taken it to the opposition on many times. And to have lost the Ashes in 11 days, just feels like a real kick in the teeth. But you know what? There's going to be no one more disappointed than the boys on the ground. So we'll still be here cheering along, as you know.
Chris, we're hearing the reports about the drinking, and we don't know for sure the amount of days they're drinking and the extent. But I get people that aren't happy. You know, fans are paying thousands, expensive to get to Australia to watch. The cricket's not been good enough. And to hear that maybe the players are having a stag do sort of vibe there, you can understand the upset from fans.
You can, yeah, absolutely. Fans are disappointed, and look, that they've lost in a short period of time, so this is going to be under the microscope. But I think what we've all got to remember is that the players are away for 3-4 months sometimes, away from the families in a long period of time. When there is a break in the schedule, they're human beings. So on a day off, it's fine from my perspective. It's fine to have a drink, but obviously not in excess. And we know there's going to be an investigation from the ECB here, so we'll wait to see what comes from that. But this has gone on for years and years in cricket during the break, so it's nothing new.
Yeah, I was going to say to you, Chris, I said to Gabby earlier on, you know, if the boys had won that third test, this wouldn't even be an issue, man. We wouldn't even be talking about it. It's just because of the disappointment, and people are looking for, you know, they're looking for scapegoats and things, and people like that. And talking about scapegoats, I don't believe for a minute that Ben Stokes will lose his captaincy, nor do I think he should. Would you think there'd be more focus on McCullum at all, Chris, moving forward?
Yeah, look, there's always a call for heads when we lose an Ashes series. It's happened through the ages. But you know what? Like we said earlier, Brendan McCullum has brought a great new ethos to England. It's not worked this time, but it has worked incredibly well in previous tests. Now, is he the right man to move on at this stage? Or is it Rob Key? Is it someone more senior within the ECB? There has to be a change, because we went into this Ashes series thinking this is the best chance we've got at success, and we've lost it in arguably the shortest time ever. So something's gone wrong somewhere, but it's got to look at the structure before you look at just calling for heads straight away. This needs a proper review post-series, and so there we go.
Chris, big news, Jofra Archer injured. He'll miss the next 2 tests. How will that affect us going forward, mate?
We're gutted. We're devastated. I think every England fan's devastated. He's the bit of X factor that we've got over here, and in Australia, you need that. And to lose Mark Wood and Jofra Archer is massive news. And he's a superstar. Look, he's performed with the bat better than he's ever performed on this tour, and that can't go unnoticed. I think he's got one of the best averages for this tour, so he's going to be a massive loss. He's also got one of the best Barmy Army songs, so it's really disappointing for
Hey, mate, listen, if I know you boys, you'll adapt. As Clint Eastwood said, you'll adapt, you'll improvise. You've got some great songs, mate. That's the least of your problems.
Yeah, we have. That's what it's all about. You know what? We're a big community of cricket fans. We're travelling over here in our tens of thousands, and we latch onto anything that can give us something to keep entertained about. So, no, it's good fun.
Well, I think you're brilliant, mate. I've got to say, I watch you and I applaud you. I applaud your support for the team.
Yes.
Now, what about yourself, mate? I mean, are you staying out there for Melbourne and the final test? I think the final test Sydney, isn't it? You've not been out for the full 5 tests, have you?
Yeah, full 5 tests. Yeah,
Good
it
on
often
you.
surprises people. Yeah, we've got 52 staff members out here. We've got 3,500 people on our tour program, so it's a big odd operation on the ground here as well. So yeah, I'll be here right till the end in Sydney.
By the way, Gabby,
proper fans.
I'm telling you right now, Chris, I don't need to tell you what a place Melbourne is, mate. Melbourne was one of my favourite cities. First time I went there, Chris, was back in the day. I think I was there with the Rangers in 1984, Gabby. We were in Melbourne and we went on to Sydney and we were up at Gold
Where are the best
Coast.
places to party, Ali? In Melbourne. To get on it.
By the way, I'll tell you one. Here's one for you. When I was in Melbourne, Chris, I walked into a bar. There's a surprise. I walked into a bar. It was after the game, and we only were having a couple, by the way, just for the record. And do you remember the Australian group? What did they become? The Split Ends they were at that time. And then they came in, they changed their name, became Split Ends. We just a off chance went for a pint. Split Ends were on in the bar, Gabby, Chris, and it developed into one of the great nights. The great nights. And on that, Chris, before I get myself into a whole lot more of trouble, mate, I'm going to bid you a farewell and wish you and all your team at the Barmy Army a very, very Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas,
and
Chris.
keep flying the flag over there and enjoy it, mate.
Thank you very much. Look forward to having you both in the Barmy Army next summer somewhere.
Smashing. Guaranteed, mate. I guarantee you we'll be there for sure. There you are, Gab. What about that? A wee invitation for you and I. We could go to Edgbaston, Lord's the Oval. You fancy it?
Oh, all over it. All over it. I want to know more about this party, though, Ali, in Melbourne.
I'll tell you the news, mate, okay?
No,
Still to come in breakfast.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Doing what matters for the trade. Find your local branch at travisperkins.co.uk.
Hey, Gabby. I'm getting brave, innit, when we've still in our bed. Yeah. How brave am I?
Come storming in. What party?
That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Camera left, the tree getting up in the air, flinging me, and me getting dragged out the picture with the
You told me you stayed in 30 years ago.
Arsenal fans, we're going to be taking your calls. We want to hear from you. How many trophies are you winning this season? Or are you not getting one without a definite number? Tell us. Come on, you must be winning 1, 2 at least. Tell us. Give us a call. The number is 03717 22 33 4. Cue the Arsenal dog. We're not getting it, man.
Honestly,
In my opinion, a big family like we are at the club, which I feel that we are a family, you need a dog to represent that family.
Ed's not with it today, Ali.
By the way, I need to tell you, Gabby, you're going to love this. I've met the dog.
Oh, have you?
Aye. When I was up and I sat down, I sat down with Mikel Arteta. And I first thing I've got to say to you, mate, that training ground, oh my goodness.
Good one, isn't it?
Out of this world, mate.
Yes.
It's out of this world. And I get so well looked after. Went up to see the boys up in the kitchen and all that
Lovely.
stuff. And they were great. Looked after me really, really well. And I did the wee sit down with Mikel Arteta. And the dog was walking about and he was telling us about the dog. They've got a kind of club dog. And it's brilliant. And some of the boys take it home of a night and things like that.
What's the dog's name, Ali?
Oh, I can't remember. I'd be lying if I told you.
Is it called Winner?
Well, I don't know. I tell you what it doesn't eat. I don't think it eats one a lot. Right, anyway, 03717 223344. Give us a call. We'll also speak live to Antoine Semenyo's private coach. That's coming up next as he closes in on a move to Manchester City next month. That was a look ahead. All thanks to the brilliant Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Bricks on bricks on bricks. Over 40 million available to order with delivery to site. That's one less thing to worry about.
Okay, 7:50 this Christmas Eve, Wednesday the 24th of December. This is talkSPORT Breakfast. Ally and Gabby with you this Christmas Eve. Well, what do we know this morning? I'm going to tell you right now. Arsenal beat Palace 8-7 in penalties, and that was to book their place in the semi-finals against Chelsea of the Carabao Cup. Good game last night. They won it in penalties. Palace a little bit unlucky. World number 86, Justin Hood, beat 6-seed Danny Nopia in an Alexandra Palace, an Ali Pali classic last night on the final day of the tournament before Christmas break. Unbelievably, the snake bite, Peter Wright is out, and Spurs have braced for an approach from Fiorentina for the sporting director Fabio Paratici. Speaking yesterday, former Palace owner Simon Jordan had his say on Paratici's departure. He feels it will leave Spurs in a state of disarray, particularly after the loss of Daniel Levy in the summer.
Big football clubs are unique entities. They're run by people. Despite the fact that they've got lots of noise, and despite the fact the media talk about them all day, they are still run by individuals. They're still relatively small businesses, and individuals being taken out change the direction of travel, change the culture inside a football club. Then you take away the support structure the new managers are being recruited under. You take away allies, you take away allegiances, you take away thinking, unified thinking, and the reasons for appointments. And then you take away another leg. You knock another leg over, which is a sporting director that will be aligned to the appointment of the manager. Where's the manager? He's not helped in the situation. So all of a sudden, he needs propping up, but he hasn't got the same people propping him up. And maybe the empathy and support this manager might need is not existing in the current structure of Tottenham, and will get worse when this sporting director goes out.
Can it just another one for Spurs, man? They're all over the place, aren't they, Gab?
But they've spent money, Ali.
I know.
But we can't sit here and say Spurs haven't spent. They have.
No, I know.
But they haven't spent wisely. Simmons, not done it. No, Milani, one game in the Champions League. PSG turns up, hasn't scored in the Premier League. No. You know, so they've spent money and they've brought in players. But
it's funny, Gab, because I saw them twice right at the start of the season. I thought they were excellent in their game against PSG, and I thought they were brilliant against City at the Etihad.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, excuse me, I'm thinking to myself, this might be the real deal. You know, when I say the real deal, I thought like a better level of consistency. Yeah. But they haven't. I know they've had injuries, but everybody gets injuries. Do you know what I mean? Yes. I just think, I don't know.
Not been good enough.
No, it's not mean. Definitely not. Angelina's back with us. How are you, Angelina?
Oh. Christmas time, mistletoe and
love
wine,
it.
Children singing Christian rhyme with love songs.
Not my favourite, this, but
no.
I don't mind it.
No, is that a bit of Cliff? Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of Cliff.
You know, isn't it, Al?
Oh. It's not. It's not.
Really, Ali?
It's not in my top 5.
Yeah, it's not in my top 5.
I completely agree.
No, it's not. It's not.
I think in the current climate and this time of year, we're not allowed to dislike songs, but we can have more favourable ones.
So this comes on, Ali, about 8 p.m. on Christmas Day. You're
all
turning
swaying.
Off. Are you having a little dance?
No. I'm heading for the Trivial Pursuit board. Get the Trivial Pursuit. That's what I'm doing. And another wee drama, another wee top up my head, and that's me, Trivial Pursuit, head on.
Well, this Christmas, I thought that I would just open your eyes to, different things that people are doing now. Alan Brazil apparently had a word with Gabby about what some people have for Christmas.
A venison burger is nice.
What's the difference?
Well, it's different, just different meat. It's the venison from a deer is leaner, less fat. Well, where do you think it comes from, venison?
I don't know, mate.
A snake?
This guy.
What do you mean this guy? Everyone knows that, Gab.
Do they?
Venison's from a deer.
I don't think everyone knew that, mate.
God. Anyway.
No, they didn't.
They did.
So, with that in mind, your wonderful producers, for those watching on YouTube, CTV, the smart TVs, etc., we've got a venison burger.
Where from?
Here. Don't worry about where it's from, but it looks fantastic, I must say.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, Angela, before you hand that over to Gabby. Gabby, my hand in my heart, you cannot beat a venison burger. I don't eat a lot of burgers, believe it or not, and that will surprise you.
It doesn't sit well with me though.
It looks well seasoned, this, and we've got a
Gabby,
bit of
I'm telling you, mate.
Burger sauce.
No. I am telling you right now, a venison burger's fabulous.
Maybe just have a little.
But Ali, in my head, it's deer. I just can't eat deer, mate.
Well, it's the same thing.
Have a smell of it. It smells nice.
I mean, It's
I can't.
beautiful.
No. I can't. I'm sorry.
No.
I can't eat. I can't.
Gabby,
All
man.
right.
Ali, I think I will be a vegan one day. Like, I can't eat deer, mate. I
One
can't
of the
do it.
producers will have it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I'm telling
sorry,
you,
guys.
Gabby, I promise you, we used to go to a wee place when we used. Well, you've been up when we used to go
Yeah.
up the west coast, up to Lochfine. There was a wee place used to do the venison burger, and it was Gabby.
I've
it
had
was to
venison,
die
it
for.
is nice.
It was to die for.
Yeah.
Ali, why
Angelina,
can't we just
beautiful.
stick to
Yeah.
like chicken and your beefs and stuff? Why do you have to go deers and rabbit? Come on, mate. When does it end?
Oh, you might. We better.
No one's safe, Ali.
We better rabbit stew. There's nothing safe up
You
here, mate.
Scots,
There is
you're
nothing
chasing everything
safe
around.
up here. Well, I tell you what, if you don't behave yourself, the next time you're up, we might be having a bit of Gabby pie. If you don't behave yourself.
There you go. No one is safe. I wanted to do a little quick fire,
Yes.
Gabby.
Yes.
I've got you a red and green flag here, so
Okay,
you
yep.
can hold up.
All right.
Sorry, Ali, didn't have time to send you.
Not a
okay.
problem.
But just quickly, so people not having a Christmas dinner, people that might have a curry, a lasagna, what are we thinking? Red flag?
Red flag.
Red flag. People not having turkey. Well, I think, Ali, you're
That's
you're
fine.
all right with that, aren't you?
I'm not having
Definitely.
turkey.
Yeah. Re-gifting. So when you get a gift and you give it to someone
All
else.
over it.
You like it?
All
I
over
don't
it.
mind that either. I think that's a
so long as
sensible
it's
thing.
not obvious.
Yeah.
And if it's still got the tag to someone
If
else.
someone gets you something and it's like rascal and you
gonna
don't
use
like it, just give it to someone else for their birthday.
Secret Santa. Do we like Secret Santa?
Don't mind it.
No
problem.
I did Secret Santa with some colleagues at talkSPORT, and I'm still waiting for my present from last year. I'm not even joking.
no.
Who is it, Cookie?
You know what? I didn't want to name names, but no, it wasn't Cookie. I let him off. But just putting cash in a card.
For Christmas?
Yeah. Is it?
Sounds like my dad.
Should be a
Red
bit
flag.
more.
I know.
Red
Well,
flag.
I'm
Yeah.
at the stage. I know. I hear you. I see you, Gab. But like my older boys, man, they would rather have a Reddies.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I mean?
birthdays, Ali, I do that for birthdays.
Yeah.
My elders.
Oh,
For
no,
Christmas,
not
it
Christmas.
needs to be more sentimental.
Well, do you know what I do? Well, I'll put it into perspective, right? We do get them presents. Of course, we get them presents. In fact, that's what I did yesterday at the airport on my way back up the road. Right? I got them some presents, and Viv's got them something as well. But I also give them a wee bit of cash. Is that allowed?
Lazy, Ali. Shocking.
Oh, but I get them presents as well, Gab, man.
From the airport.
I should be dad of the year, man. You're giving me
Ali,
stick.
your kids are probably like, your elders are probably like throwing the present to the side and then grabbing the cash, put it in a wallet. Love you, Dad.
Well, you know them, you've met them, you're spot on.
Well, talking of lazy, not wrapping presents, because Jermaine Pennant said on air last year, he just leaves stuff in bags. They better be Selfridges bags, is all I'd say.
Yeah, that sums up Pennant, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, you've got to
Shocking.
wrap them.
Wrap the presents.
Do
Even
you,
if it's
do the
all-
wrapping? Do you guys wrap? Or?
I can't wrap
Yes.
presents, but that's it's not
Still
my.
try.
As Adam will say, it's not my job.
No.
So I don't do the wrapping though.
Fair enough. And
I've got
finally,
my own technique for the wrapping. No problem with me.
yeah, you got it on lock. You good?
I watched it.
Such
See
a
if you
liar.
See if you put it on YouTube, Gab, as a wee guy shows you, and it's easy. You just follow him. He's no bother, mate.
And finally, people that do a form of exercise on Christmas. So people that go swimming
Get
or
that
go
red card
running.
up, Gab, immediately.
Yeah.
But wait there, Ali. What about if you want to do something in the morning? Then
No.
you've earned your
Nah.
meal.
Mornings are for mimosas. Thank you very
Christmas.
much.
So all them guys that and girls that are running on Christmas morning.
Absolutely.
Red flag. All right, I'm with you.
Have a
Red
day
flag.
off. That is Christmas. Christmas is a day off from having to do all that.
I agree.
Yeah.
Throw him a beer out the window.
Unanimous, that one, Angelina. That was the one that tipped it in the favour. Well done.
Fantastic.
Okay, up next we'll be getting the inside track on Antoine Semenyo's move to Manchester City from his private coach, Saul Isaacson-Hurst. That's coming up next, guys.
Would you give up the chance to play for your country to become a global star of your sport and earn big money doing it? Well, that's the choice facing rugby players right now because of the proposed new R360 League. Led by 2003 World Cup winner Mike Tindall, it's already being backed by major investors. Its goal? Turn rugby union into franchises, not clubs, add some serious cash and a bit of razzmatazz. Or in their words, make the game more watchable, accessible and entertaining, especially for younger audiences. But there's been a huge pushback, a massive no way from the current game. So what exactly is R360 and why is it controversial? Rugby union is facing challenges on a domestic level right now. There's huge financial instability across even top-tier clubs. The English game has seen leading clubs like Wasps, London Irish and Worcester go out of business in the top flight. The Welsh provincial game is in total disarray too. R360 says they would remove what are easily some clubs' biggest expenses, i.e. the big stars, and therefore make more of them profitable. So the plan is to inject a new lease of life into the sport. But how exactly? Top stars of the men and women's game playing for a franchise-based league with fixtures in cities like London, Miami, Tokyo and Lisbon. Each city would host a tournament featuring all the franchises during a short 3-month season. And though no players have officially confirmed, reports suggest around 200 have signed pre-contracts, some worth up to 750 grand. And if that's the pre-contract, you can imagine where the full wages will get to. Problem is, the rest of rugby says no. In fact, no way. The national unions from England, Scotland, Ireland, France, Italy, South Africa, New Zealand and Australia have declared any player joining R360 will be banned from test selection. World Rugby's also not approved the league. Many fear it echoes football's failed European Super League, a top-down, money-driven idea that could damage the sport's traditions. So is it dead already? Well, rugby union is at a crossroads. Some may be against it, but we know others are being swayed by the cash. So will everything work itself out? Or after the European Super League and Live Golf, have we got sport's next big scandal on our hands?
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, we don't mind that, Gab.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Not sure who sings it, but I used to see on the phone there was a very attractive lady used to sing it as well, if I remember,
really?
Gab. I don't have any doubt you'll have seen that.
No, I didn't see it, mate. No comment.
All right, I'll send you in 5 minutes. This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Ally and Gabby with you this morning, and of course our good friends at Arnold Clark, saving your next car in the real sale. It is of course the UK's biggest used car sale. Plenty to come this morning, Gab. As the investigation continues into reports of England excessively drinking while out in Australia, two-time Ashes winner Monty Panesar will join us to give us his views on just what is going on and what has gone wrong down under. And we'll be having plenty of festive fun to get you ready for the big day tomorrow. But now, reports of Bournemouth man Antoine Semenyo making a move to City are heating up, with the club confident of getting the deal done in January. But could he make the difference for the Sky Blues in this year's title race?
Antoine Semenyo, who hasn't scored since October, he's just smashed the ball in off the post.
A confident Semenyo is a frightening player. You know, he's taken everyone by storm this season.
Just sensational. Box office player, everything. We'll say he's got the pace, the power, athleticism, but with the ball. That's what he's elite with. He can go left, he can go right. His ball striking's unbelievable. He's just box office.
I'm still surprised that Semenyo hasn't been bought by one of the top clubs.
Oh, how has he squeezed that in? He's having the season of his life. Bournemouth back on level terms with a moment of brilliance from Semenyo.
If they were to bring in Semenyo when the window opens in the new year, they bring Semenyo straight in and they get him in the first team. Is it impossible for Liverpool to retain a Premier League title?
Do they need him? Yes. He'd enhance their forward line for sure.
No, I don't think there's any doubt about that. Man's on fire, to tell you the truth. Gabby's been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Now, according to sources, City have made positive progress in recent days and now believe they are well placed to sign the 25-year-old. He's been different class, Gabby, hasn't he? I've got to say. Now, really pleased to say, joining us now is someone who knows Antoine better than most. It's a very good morning to Semenyo's private skills coach. That is, of course, Saul Isaacson-Hurst. Saul, a very good morning to you. How are you this morning?
Good morning, boys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks very much for joining us, Saul. The first thing I would say to you, Saul, it might be kind of a strange question, right? And it is this. And what is no doubt about it, I mean, players nowadays have full-on careers, whether it's games and Carabao Cups, FA Cups, league campaigns, internationals. Where does somebody like Semenyo find the time to do extra training and extra work with yourself? I'm saying it, I think it's fantastic that players are doing it, but where do they find the time, mate?
Yeah, listen, it's difficult, and traditionally most of this work takes place in the off season. So we did like an intense, few weeks camp to get him prepared and get him firing, and work on all those things that were going to hopefully make him, stand out. And it's very successful. He's been one of the most exciting players in the Premier League this year. He's explosive, he's dynamic, and and then in and around that, we try and find as much as possible. It's difficult in the schedule, particularly players with all the commitments, all different tournaments. But when we can, I'll feed back as well. In terms of giving us some feedback in terms of his games and watching that as well. So it's a delicate balance basically.
Yeah.
Sol, I've spoken to you a couple of times, and I know the sort of training you've done with Semenyo and Madueke and other players. So far this season, he had a great start, didn't he? He went through a little bit of a dry spell, then he's come back with the goals and assists, 8 goals, 3 assists in 16 games. Where do you think he fits into a Man City side? Because they obviously have Doku, Savinho, Shirky, Foden, so many options. Is it a case of he's not going to start as many games as he would at Bournemouth, for instance?
No, not necessarily. I think, listen, it's like all teams look at, same as Noni going to Arsenal, lots, and Eze as well.
Yeah.
More teams, there's competition for places. That's what you want at the top team, to challenge everybody. And like I said, Semenyo's not going to go there to be second fiddle to anybody. He's going to go there to challenge, to get in the team. And he has all the assets to play, and I was thinking about this earlier in terms of whether it's City or United, but City, they are playing a bit more direct sometimes, utilising Haaland like that. He can go over the top, he can break the line in that transition.
Scary.
Also, he's so good in 1v1, 1v2 situations. He can break players down. So he's such a dangerous tool for any manager to have in their locker, and I'm sure that's why everyone is trying to get him.
So tell me, mate, see when players come to you and you're working with players, how does it operate, mate? Do they come to you and ask you about a specific thing they want to work on, or do they come to you and say, have a wee look, what do you think I need to improve on? Where do you think I can improve? What I'm effectively asking you is that question, and what do you see yourself as?
Yeah, listen, I think it's always a combination of both. Do you know what I mean? Those guys come to sessions, they want to improve. It might just be, look, I want to get ready, I want to work on these key things. And then in that process, like I say, it's a two-way conversation. I say, what about this? Look at this. And we'll look at, for example, my philosophies around trying to break the game down into those game-changing moments. In Antoine's case, as a 7 or 11, as a forward player, attacking forward player, what does that look like? Obviously, breaking the line, beating players on both sides, shots and finishes, and obviously crosses. Have a look at all of that in his armoury, and then can we add to that? Can we challenge that to make it a little bit better? And as you know, marginal gains are such a key thing in the sport today. And if I could squeeze a little bit out, 1%, even less than 1% out in any of those areas, that might be the difference. And, look at him, how he's, hit the ground running this season. Obviously, I'm not taking credit for that. It's him. He's put the work in. It just shows how important it is to, to really put that extra in and try and refine your art as much as possible.
From watching him, Sol, you'll know him a lot better than us, but he looks like, even if he gets a move to Manchester City, he's got the right attitude, he's got the right desire, the work rate, and he just seems like a good lad. Sometimes you get players and you're like, okay, they get that big move and they don't want to track back now, they think they've made it. He doesn't look like that sort of player at all.
No, listen, he's got no ego, generally really nice guy, top guy to talk to, really friendly, really outgoing. But yeah, he puts the work in. And I think it's also a testament to him and obviously his journey, quite a unique journey. Didn't play academy football. He's had to go the harder route, gets his first pro at 18, works his way up. And, you can tell that by his game as well. So, he's very humble in that respect. Nothing's been handed to him and, deserves everything that's coming upon him. But, yeah, I think he'll be a great asset to any team, any change room, because he is generally just a generally nice guy. He really works really hard.
It's funny, Shaw, because you mentioned it earlier, and I'm kind of repeating what you've just said, but I've written down here, is that the difference between the really, really good players and the great players to make them elite? Is it just the small things that make the difference?
I think it can make the difference, and it's difficult. Everybody's different. There's no one way to do things. It's not an exact science. But with the players I'm fortunate to work with, again, Noni and, Flo and Monaco, seeing their progression after they're putting that extra work in and squeezing out and having that mentality to understand that, the best do more. That's a cliche. But, the more you put in, the more you get out. And obviously you've got to balance that and understand how that works in that framework. But, yeah, I think now... I see, some players I used to work with and maybe who've dropped off, maybe haven't fulfilled their potential and gone on to their careers because maybe they have got a bit comfortable. They've got that contract and they've accepted maybe I've arrived. Where these guys, there's a new generation of guys, you understand, look, this is just the start of the journey. If he goes to Man United or goes to City, whatever, that's just another start. Right, we start again. Right now, I want to be the best player at Man City. I want to be the best player in the Prem. I want to be the best player in world football. So that's really is. I think that's the difference. The outliers have that. Those guys have that, and they want to strive to be the best.
So, just a quick one from me. Last one. We play Ghana in the World Cup. Thomas Tuchel might be listening. How do we stop Semenyo, mate, in the World Cup?
Well, good luck, first of all. Trying to stop Semenyo. But, double up, definitely. It's going to be a lot
triple
of... double up, triple up. Yeah.
See, old double up, isn't it?
Get back in here. Help me out.
It must be the easiest job in the world being a full-back nowadays, Gabby. So you're just shouting right to the boy in front. You get back here, help me. Yeah. So, listen, mate, thanks very much for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, mate.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Have a good one, mate.
All the best. Easiest job in the world when I full back, Gabby. We'll discuss that next. Still agonising over your Christmas shopping? I'll bet we are. Don't worry, do worry actually, because the talkSPORT team are here to help.
No, it was Noddy once famously said, "It's Christmas on talkSPORT."
It'll be lonely as Christmas.
Al.
I think it was Mud. Was that Mud?
Yes, but Ali, tell me when you first heard this song, you didn't think it was Elvis. It was just me.
Oh, Gabby. By the way,
does it not sound like Elvis or not?
Aye, it does, mate. But I'm gonna send you something, right? There's a guy.
Do you my address?
An Elvis impersonator. I think he's German, right?
Yeah.
I saw him on my phone the other day, Gabby. He is unbelievable. I'm going to send you.
Yes.
It's the best I've heard.
The best, yes.
Oh,
I can imagine.
You can't beat a bit of Elvis, mate.
But every time I hear that song, I'm like, oh, Elvis, great song. And I'm like, no, it's not, Gabby, it's Mud. I'm like, oh.
I know, I don't mind
great
it.
Tune,
no.
though. Great tune. Yes.
Great tune. Okay, mate, as we know it's Christmas Eve and a lot of you will be doing some last minute shopping. I can't believe you're not organised, a lot of you there.
Shocking.
Now let's have a listen to caller Lloyd, who joined Jason Cundy and Dean Saunders a few years back after having an absolute mare.
I'm in the trenches, lads. That's where I am.
Go on, why?
I went to Pandora, spent 90 quid on a couple of rings, go back to the house. Mother-in-law said, do you mind cooking the Christmas beef? I said, yeah, no worries. I've gone to wrap the rings, realised I've left the Pandora rings in Cardiff.
Nightmare.
So I whacked the mother-in-law's beef in the oven. I've tried to ring round the shops that I've been to. I managed to locate the bag. A woman's found it in H&M. So I get on the floor to H&M. My missus thinks I've just gone shopping for a turtleneck. This is the first Christmas we've ever had together, and I am punching big time, lads. Let me tell you. I jumped in the car. I'm stuck behind about 400 Dacia Dusters all the way to Cardiff, going 48 miles an hour. I get into St David's, forget to get a ticket for the parking, run through St David's like a lunatic. Just as the shutters are coming down on H&M, and I on my daughter's life, I slid on my knees.
That's holding your nerve. What, under the shutters?
So, and I got a picture from inside H&M with the shutters down to prove it.
Hey, absolutely, that takes a bit of beating.
Yes.
Even I can't get that bad, I've got to say to you, mate. Brilliant. Jason will be back this afternoon from 4 to 7 alongside Adi Oladipo, and that's on Drive from 4 to 7. We're now going to get the latest odds with Coral and Simon Clare.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here to bring the cheer for all the festive football. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
Simon, before I go any further, a very, very good morning to you. Your mate yesterday had the save of the season. The save of the season.
He did indeed, didn't he? He did indeed. Wishing everybody a happy birthday rather than happy Christmas. And he didn't even realise.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, mate, Simon, what a recovery, to be fair to him. He's wished everybody a happy birthday. I'm howling, right? I'm howling. I'm looking at the camera, howling. And then when I dig him up, and he said, well, to be fair, it is the most famous birthday of all time. I thought, superb recovery, Steve-O.
It was a miraculous save, exactly. That Jesus himself would be proud of, exactly. But listen, I love it. For those who are listening already, this doesn't work, but I'm looking at Ally McCoist in his Christmas scene on YouTube. And just to the left of though, is a photo of what looks like a big boxer that actually could be Alan Brazil. Who is the boxer over your left shoulder? It looks like Alan in the...
That was actually me in my super middleweight days.
Wasted on the radio listeners. The
Absolutely.
To watch this
Simon,
exactly.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, I can't remember being as excited about a King George. That's where I'm starting. I mean, straight away, you know, we've got Factor Foul, Gaelic Warrior beat, you know, Factor Foul at punches, and Willie Mullins and fire. Nicky Henderson got Django Bay. We've got the Jukebox Man for Harry Redknapp. It is all kicking off. What a race we're in store for.
It's brilliant, you know, and I know a lot of people, racing fans, almost looking forward to Boxing Day and either going to Kempton or watching the racing on the telly, you know, which this year, of course, with a lack of football really on Boxing Day, means racing takes centre stage. And King George looks a brilliant race. You've said that really well there, Ali. I mean, the two Irish horses alone, Gaelic Warrior versus Factor File, is a great rematch. Then you've got Django Bay from Nicky Henderson, whose record at Kempton's brilliant, and he won the Arkle. The Jukebox Man, Harry Redknapp, actually, I had a message chat with Harry yesterday, who admitted he's really nervous about this. This is probably his best horse ever and his biggest race in many ways ever for Harry.
Yeah.
So how excited he's going to be. No, he won't be able to eat his Christmas dinner tomorrow, looking forward to Boxing Day. But then you chuck in last year's 1-2, Banbridge, who just beat Ile Francais. They're two outsiders in the King George, and Jello for Venetia Williams, who won the King George in 1998 with Teton Mill as a young trainer back then. Hasn't won it since, but she's got a live outsider with Jello as well. So it's a great race. It's a really good day's racing, and I'd urge anyone to get down to Kempton if you can. It's not a sellout. There still are tickets available, and the weather's going to be cold but dry.
And the following day, we've got the Welsh National.
We got the Coral Welsh Grand National on the 27th. Again, brilliant race, great tradition. Again, a meeting which can struggle with the weather. Sometimes it's abandoned. Last year, you couldn't see any of the racing because the fog was so bad. But I'm told this year it's going to be, it's going to be cold but dry. The racing's on, so get down to Wales on the 27th, and it's a great race. We've got Joe Tizard, good pal, Coral ambassador. He's got Rock My Way with a great chance in the race.
Got a chance, big chance.
Great chance. And Rebecca Curtis with Sean Byrne on board, Haiti Couleur, who won at Cheltenham last year. He really fancies him, but it's a competitive race. So, I've got to say, I can't actually wait. I do love Christmas Day, but I really enjoy my 2 days racing on the 26th and 27th.
Got to be, mate. What did you think last night? We spoke about the Arsenal winning in penalties, Simon. I've got to say, the one thing I would say, if anybody wanted to discuss how valuable the League Cup is, just look at the semi-finalists, mate.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, I was there last night. I was there.
How did you find it, mate?
It's really good fun, actually. I mean, it was the atmosphere was great. I mean, the Palace fans are brilliant. I was sitting, I was above them. They had a lot of fun throughout the game. As Arsenal, Arsenal created a lot of chances. The Palace keeper pulled off some wonderful saves, and it was one of those. It's kind of Arsenal's rhythm at the moment. They're just getting over the line in these games. It's a bit of a struggle, and Palace were terrific. And obviously, penalties is always nervy. It was great fun, and I just thought, Arsenal in this weird position. I'm an Arsenal fan, that you feel that they're on the brink of maybe having that year where they really achieve what maybe we were all hoping they'd achieve.
Every chance. Simon,
there's a long way to go.
Yeah, Simon, I know you want to give me odds of Birmingham City because that's a sponsor of Coral, but can we go to Manchester United Newcastle odds, please, on Boxing Day first? Simon?
Can I just quickly shout out, because I've actually prepared for you, Gabby, so I knew you were going to be chippy with me, and I was saying that Arsenal's current odds for the type, they're 8-11 favourites for the Premier League, City are 7-5. In the League Cup, the Caribou Cup betting, City are just favourites, 7-4. Arsenal 15-8, and in the FA Cup we currently bet, obviously that starts after Christmas, 9-2 City, 5-1 Arsenal, and then weirdly the Champions League, it's 4-1 Arsenal, 7-1 Man City. So those two sides are sort of vying across the four for an Arsenal quadruple, which I'm not even going to really entertain. It's 100-1. Seems a million. Like, probably add a zero. But I do have the odds on Villa for you, Gabby, because they're having a great season.
Are they?
Yes.
You never mentioned it, Simon.
Well, that's why I'm mentioning it today.
Okay.
It's my Christmas spirit coming through for you. 22-1 for the Premier League. Many people think they're dark horses for that. 3-1 favourites for the Europa League, and you're 16-1 for the FA Cup, which I thought was interesting. I don't know if that's because you think Villa will prioritise the other trophies.
Yeah, I think they could rest a few in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Spurs away, they've got, haven't they, in January? So I think they'll prioritise the Conference League. I mean, not Conference League, Europa League. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you're doing yourself down.
Exactly. No. Can we dump that part?
Simon, tell me, I'm the same as you, mate. I'm really looking forward to my Boxing Day, particularly racing, obviously King George I mentioned. How's your Christmas Day looking, my friend?
Christmas Day, probably if I'm cooking, I've got 10. I've got various relatives coming down. The missus is coming down from York. And I've got, cooking a turkey crown. We've got some gammon on the go, all the trimmings, a lot of cheese for afterwards, and Yule logs and Christmas puddings. Very traditional. Eat a lot of food and then just
any
relax
deer?
on the sofa.
Are you having deer?
No deer. Keep it very, very traditional.
Okay.
Turkey and ham.
Ali's having deer.
Hey, I'm having you know how you get the beef Wellington? I'm not winding you up. I'm obviously having turkey Christmas Day, but in between time, I've got a venison Wellington. How about that?
Wow. Are you making that yourself with your own pastry and stuff?
Oh, not quite. I don't want to divulge too much information, Simon, but no, that's not really my gig, to be honest with you. That isn't my gig. But
you're good at eating it rather than making it.
Correct. That's my forte, mate. That is my forte. Now, Simon, we are going to wish you and everybody calling at work a very, very Merry Christmas and the season's greetings to you all. And I think it's only fitting, Simon, we say farewell with leaving your good pal to his Easter eggs. Here he is. Merry Christmas, Simon.
That is now me done. Look, I just want to wish everyone a very, very happy birthday.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here to bring the cheer for all the festive football. 18+, gambleaware.org.
fancied having a beer in the stands while watching your team at the Emirates, or at Anfield, or at Stamford Bridge? Well, this season you actually can. Drinking alcohol in the stands at Premier League games may still be illegal, but the Women's Super League is doing something different. And here's how we got there. Back in the 1980s, football had a serious image problem. The sport was plagued by violence, pitch invasions and beer-fuelled chaos. Then, in 1985, Margaret Thatcher's government stepped in. They introduced the Sporting Events Control of Alcohol Act, banning alcohol in view of the pitch across England and Wales. Since then, many fans and clubs have called for the law to be relaxed. But despite attempts to change things over the years, authorities just haven't been convinced fans can be trusted. But in January 2025, something did change. The Women's Championship, now called the WSL2, launched a trial allowing fans to drink in the stands. The reasoning? Well, fans at women's matches tend to behave differently. Less aggression, more family-friendly vibes. As a result, select WSL and WSL2 stadiums are now allowing fans to drink alcohol in view of the pitch. It's been a landmark move showing growing trust in fans and recognising that women's football is building its own culture. So could the men's game be the next to leave the 1980s behind? Well, maybe, if fans can prove they can handle a pint without pitching it at someone. Yeah, don't hold your breath. Until then, it's Bovril all around. Cheers to that.
Yes, here we go, right enough. This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Ally and Gabby and Arnold Clark's Real Sale. It's the UK's biggest used car sale, and it's on right now. Check out arnoldclark.com. 2026 promises to be a very, very busy year again in the world of boxing, although we've heard that before, as you know. We absolutely love our boxing here in talkSPORT Breakfast, and Big Al, well, he's got one particular favourite, hasn't he? Let's go.
Lovely fella outside of the ring. Moses Itauma lights up Glasgow.
I was in love at the time.
Easy 'cause you're beautiful.
Tony, just before we go on to the football, how good is this kid Moses?
Dave, he keeps mentioning him. Who's Moses?
Oh, yeah.
What's he going to be like?
Well, flattened everyone he's taken on, hasn't he? No mention of the young boy Moses. I love him, by the way. Whoa, this guy is so light and his feet and so quick. He's like a young Tyson. Tell me, Dave, but you must be impressed with this young kid Moses. Every time I see him, I'm like, whoa, who is this kid? Adam, just a quick one on the young boy, Moses. What's his future fight coming up? Because he's explosive. He is different class. A long way in front of him, young Moses, who is, for me, is just spectacular.
Beautifully put together.
They're spot on, by the way. We had someone on talking about Jake Paul and AJ fight before, after the fight. And Alan's like, yes, but what about the boy Itoma? He could be watching Rocky with him, Ali, on his sofa. He'd be like, yeah, but Itoma would beat Rocky. You know that? He's a great lad.
You know what he's like, man. See when he gets something in his head again. That's it, mate.
It don't matter what you're talking about, but you know, Itoma, he's doing great.
Well, you and I are going to have a quick chat, Paul, about the heavyweights that you fancy, I think, might shine in 2026.
Yes.
And have you got a wee wish list in front of you there?
Do you know what, Ali? I just feel that boxing's not the same as it used to be when you was a lot younger. Maybe before I was born or just after I was born. The good old days of my dad used to mention it. It's like Lennox Lewis, Frank Bruno, Tyson, Holyfield. No one's avoiding each other. You couldn't avoid fighters. We've got someone like Tyson
Gabby,
Fury who's...
I'll even go further back, mate. I'll go back to Cassius Clay and all the guys, George Foreman, Ken Norton, all these guys, man. They are brilliant.
But you couldn't avoid
No.
like fights, could you, Ali?
Yeah.
Now we're getting fighters now where like AJ and Tyson Fury. I don't fancy Wardley. I don't fancy Itoma. I don't fancy a rematch against Dubois. Fury. I don't fancy Dubois. Fury's not fought in over a year. December 2024, the last time he fought. Obviously retired in January, which I knew wasn't true. He'll wait for the AJ fight. I'm hearing will probably be in August. But I just don't like the way in boxing, Ali, you can sort of choose who you want to fight and avoid. That's what I do not like.
Mate. I'm with you. I get it, because I think it's better than it was. I think there was a period we weren't getting the big fights. I definitely think it's better than it was. But I hear you, mate. I hear what you're saying.
Can we see Fabio Wardley? Can we see him fight Dubois? That'll be an outstanding fight. You know, Dubois needs to come back after his loss against Usyk. He's got to come back, and I'm sure he's itching for it. Why not get that fight happening?
Yeah. What about the top man? I want to see the top man again, and the top man is without doubt Alexander Usyk. I want to see him again. I mean,
who does he fight now?
Oh, could it be Wilder? Could it be? I mean,
Wardley was the one that people want to see him to fight. He was meant to fight, but he gave up the belts, and then Wardley's obviously heavyweight champion of the world. But can we see even Ali? Can we see Itoma fight Wardley? Why do we have to hold him back? I mean, he's fighting Franklin.
You better ask Big Al.
Yeah.
He's the one to ask.
Alan, why is Itoma not fighting Wardley, Alan? You know, he's a great fighter, though, Gabby.
I know, man. But look, it's interesting. I mean, I've got to be honest with you, Gab.
Yes.
I didn't enjoy it, I didn't stay up for it, but I watched it.
I haven't even watched it, mate. Not for me.
It's. You know, probably I'm hoping it's going to put that kind of scrap to bed, because it's a farce. It was an absolute farce. Watched it. I didn't watch it live, but I watched it. And Jake Paul, he just kind of ran away. He was dropping on his knees, and then in the 6th round, the big man broke his jaw with a punch. And do you know something? It's unbelievable. Cause I was talking to Spencer. Was it Monday Spencer came in? I had a great wee 10 minutes with Spencer, man. I love talking to Spencer.
Yes, it was.
And he said something that I was always thinking, mate. He throws that punch, right, and obviously he breaks his jaw, and I think he's got a couple of titanium plates in, and he loses a couple of teeth, right? But Gabby, what if it had been worse?
Oh,
do you know what I mean? What if that punch had done some, I'm saying serious damage, it's done enough damage, but what if it had actually, you know, really, really damaged Jake Paul? I mean, the sport, I think, would have been in disgrace, effectively.
Yes. I just don't know how the fight was allowed to happen. Like, the rules are a shambles. How can he go in a... Ali, when you're watching the fight, you're like, what's going on here? Whenever Jake Paul, when I've seen little clips of it, Jake Paul tried to throw a punch, he's hitting his AJ's arm.
I know.
Nowhere near him.
I know, mate.
But that's the way of the YouTube boxing. But the big fights next year, I'm sure we see Fury AJ. I'm sure we see that in August.
Yes.
But I want to see Wardley fight maybe Dubois. Can he get the fight against Usyk? Josie Parker, you know, he's under investigation, isn't he?
Yeah,
after
he has an adverse finding in his VADA test.
Exactly. So hopefully he clears that and comes back. But I just want to see the big fights. And what I'd love, Ali, I know it's not going to happen, but I'd love Fury versus AJ back in Las Vegas. No, like the good old days, Ali. Imagine going over there to watch Fury versus AJ.
Hey, Gab. One of my highlights of my sport, and you and I both love a sport, we love our boxing. I saw Manny Pacquiao fight Eric Morales in Vegas. And
it's different, doesn't it?
Oh, mate, it was just amazing. Absolutely amazing. It was the third one in the trilogy, and what a fight it was, mate. It was just, and to be there, sample the atmosphere, watch these warriors, man, it was tremendous, mate. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I mean, in fact, there you go. See, if it was in Vegas, you and I would go over and watch that, wouldn't we? We'd enjoy that, wouldn't we?
Oh, 100%. And I do get it. Like, you know, what they're doing in Saudi, they're creating these big fights and the funds that they've got. And I can't remember what fight it was when they flew so many celebrities over, Ali.
Yeah, I remember.
Everyone was flown over from from LA, from America to come over and watch the fight. But it's not the same, is it? The atmosphere compared to the MGM back in the day.
Oh, brilliant, mate. In the Palace, Caesar's Palace, man. Brilliant MGM Grand. Tremendous, mate. Okay, this Saturday, a mega showdown in Riyadh as Ring 5, Night of the Samurai, brings you Japan versus the world, featuring the #1 pound-for-pound king, Naoya Inoue. or NUI, I think it might be. NUI.
NUI.
That's it. Watch live this Saturday only on DAZN, and the pay-per-view is included in DAZN Ultimate at no extra cost at all. Now, talking transfers, Gabby, next, with our very own Father Christmas. Crookie's going to be joining us, mate.
Boxing update on talkSPORT with DAZN, the global home of boxing. Sign up now at dazn.com/boxing.
sang that? Don't tell me. Was it Sailor? Ed will tell me.
No.
It's something like that, mate. It's Sailor.
Pilot.
Pilot.
That's it, Ali.
Oh man, how unlucky
you should
was
know
it?
that, Ali. Even I knew that.
I knew it was a kind of. You knew that, so you did. Ali and Gabby winning you this morning. They'll let you away with it until you said that, mate. Still to come in breakfast this morning, my pal. I'll be revealing my magic moments of 2025 as it's my last talkSPORT breakfast show of the year.
Wow.
It is, mate. And
Must be
former
nice.
England left arm spinner Monty will be joining us for more on what's now been described as Noosagate, England's Ashes disaster. He'll also be saying news that Jofra Archer is out, sadly, for the 2 final tests, mate. That was a look ahead with Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. With 250 hire branches nationwide, it's easy to hire at Travis Perkins.
I mean, the brain works. It works in mysterious ways. I said sailor, and it was pilot. I knew it was somebody that travelled.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's amazing,
Yeah.
but you knew that obviously straight away.
Yeah, you know, Ali. I know my music, mate. What can I say?
Right, we're just 8 days away from the January transfer window opening, and it's time for a bit of this. Oh man.
Rookies Roundup, right here every day. Rookies Roundup, which players are on their way. If an agent's got a story,
Hello, Alex Crook. What you got for me?
Crookie gets it first.
Yeehaw, cowboy! There's a snake in my boot.
He gets all the gossip from the best players to the worst. Of course, it's time for Crookie's Roundup. He's the very best. He's the rootinest, tootinest journo in the Wild Wild West. Crookie's Roundup.
Yeah, I know Buzz from my Bournemouth days, actually.
Crookie,
Poor
good
Crookie.
morning, my son. I don't care what anybody says, Crookie, and I genuinely mean this. That is the best jingle, never mind in talkSPORT. That's the best jingle in radio, mate. I love it. I can't get enough of it, my pal.
Well, I can't claim the credit. That was the brainwave of our own Ollie Klink, who's currently swanning it in Australia. But yeah, I've got to say, not all of our colleagues agree, but I've got a little soft spot for it.
Oh,
I love it.
How was your trip to Villa Park, Crookie? With your prediction, did it happen? The prediction before the game, Alex?
What, the prediction you wouldn't come and see me? Yeah, that happened. Listen, do you know what? I wasn't too despondent, Gabs. I thought under the circumstances, Villa banging form, 2 worldie goals. I thought United played well. I thought that was one of our better performances, to be honest.
Okay,
and we had you rattled for a while. You were worried for a while.
I would disagree with that, Crookie. I thought United played all right, mate. I really did. Now, listen, we had Antoine Semenyo's coach on as well this morning, mate. You broke the news that you reckon that City would probably be his preferred option. Is that still the case, obviously?
Yeah, do you know what? This just gives you a little insight into how these transfer stories break. I was at the Panto last night watching Barry from EastEnders with the kids, and I was getting message after message saying, I think he's chosen City. So I was actually filing copy while singing along to various Christmas songs in the front row at the Panto. So yeah, never off duty. But yeah, City is his preferred destination. Manchester United sources are saying that they made him an offer. They weren't prepared to break their pay structure. What I think is really interesting here is that, from what I'm told, during discussions with Semenyo, Ruben Amorim made it clear that he was willing to change to a back four rather than shoehorn Semenyo into the team at left wing back. So I do think that's fascinating to see what happens moving forward from a United perspective. But for Semenyo, I think he sees City as a ready-made opportunity to challenge for trophies. I think he'll add goals to that Man City team where they're a little bit short, possibly in midfield in that area. That's why Pep Guardiola is so keen. And yeah, it's going to be a big signing, I think, for City for the second half of the season.
I thought Manchester United's history would get it over the line, Crookie.
Are you trying to wind me up, Gav?
I think he is, Crookie. I've got that down as a Christmas Eve wind-up, mate.
On the subject of history, when was the last time Villa won something meaningful?
Let's move on.
Crookie, tell me, have you got any news about City defender Nathan Ake for us?
Yeah, on the subject of Manchester City, Ake only started 1 Premier League game this season. I think he's only played 7 games in total. I'm told that he would be open to a move when the window reopens in January. Bournemouth, I think, one to keep an eye on. They're obviously going to have some money from this Semenyo deal. He was there before.
That's correct.
Did really well. Got his big money move to Manchester City. And they're in the hunt for defenders, Bournemouth, because Marcus Senesi has turned down a new contract. He's going to leave at the end of the season. So definitely one to keep an eye on.
Crookie, what about the young talent Dylan Lawler at Cardiff? Let's talk about interest abroad.
Yeah, this is someone who's having a bit of a breakthrough season. He's got 3 Welsh caps as well. I know Craig Bellamy absolutely loves him, and this is where the link comes from. Craig Bellamy, of course, former assistant to Vincent Kompany at Burnley, Kompany now at Bayern Munich, and I'm told they're one of a number of clubs who are keeping tabs on Lawler. He turns 20 on New Year's Day. He played against Chelsea in that League Cup quarter-final last week, and I think only enhanced his reputation. I mean, that would be some move, wouldn't it, from League One to Bayern Munich? But it just shows the attraction, I think, of maybe shopping in the EFL.
Cookie, tell me, mate. I mean, we've been speaking about it, not at great length today. We haven't even discussed it today, to be honest with you, but it's certainly the last couple of days. West Ham, mate, they are in. What a fight they're in, mate. What a fight they are in to stay in the division. They'll strengthen surely in January, won't they?
Well, they have to. And I know when Nuno Espirito Santo came in, he picked out 3 or 4 areas of the team that need strengthening. Priority for him, as I understand it, is bringing in a new number 9. They've let Nicholas Füllkrug go out on loan to AC Milan with a minimal buy option in that deal. So the more you look at that transfer to West Ham, the more of a disaster it becomes. Yeah. They're also looking into the EFL and the Championship. Haji Wright at Coventry and Josh Sargent, 2 names I've been told on the West Ham list. I think Coventry, in a great position to challenge for a return to the Premier League after more than 2 decades, would be reluctant to sell Wright in this window. Joshua Zirkzee is also on West Ham's list, but I think he's more likely to go abroad and possibly back to Italy with Roma. And then Jürgen Strand-Larsen is the other name in the frame. I'm not convinced about him because you look at his performances for Wolves this season, his confidence looks shot. I'm not sure that if you're trying to stay in the Premier League, that's the signing you make. And the other name, again, not inspiring because he never scores a goal, Beto at Everton.
Oh, Lord.
No.
Are either of those two going to keep them up? I'm not sure.
Crookie, can I ask you quickly about Swansea? I'm hearing 50 Cent might be wanting to get involved as well.
Crookie, what is going on at Swansea, mate? I mean, with Snoop Dogg and Luka Modric, I mean, that's going to be some pre-match dinner table, isn't it?
Absolutely. And they've added, or they're adding an American billionaire by the name of Martha Stewart to that particular dinner party as well. She's a good mate, I'm told, of Snoop Dogg and is becoming minority owner of Swansea. 84 years young. She was in attendance as Swansea beat Wrexham 2-1 in that Welsh derby last Friday. So I think this is a club with ambitions. Obviously, they've recently changed manager, but it's going to be really interesting to see how this project works out. And I think what we're seeing now, I think because the Wrexham documentary and obviously there's American interest at Birmingham, people from across the pond that are genuinely showing a lot of interest in getting involved in English football clubs. Obviously, we've seen it in the Premier League. Well, we've got 6 or 7 American owners there, and it's starting to filter down into the Championship as well.
Crookie, it's Christmas Eve. The boys want to know. I've got you down very much, very much. Same as myself. We are men of simple means. I've got you down as a turkey, roast potatoes, Brussels sprouts, bit of gravy, nothing. We're not going crazy. Have I got that right about you, mate?
Yeah, I'm pretty root one. Bit of cauliflower cheese in there, and actually a nice bit of gammon on the side with the turkey as well. So a double roast, and obviously plenty of champagne and a few nice glasses of red wine.
You deserve it, Crookie. You work so hard, mate.
You certainly do, pal. And by the way, that is a brilliant shout because we're having our dinner a little bit earlier this year. We're having it right after the King's speech, Crookie, so we're looking about 3:30. But I can inform you right now, our morning will kick off, presents will go opened, and there'll be rolls and sausage. And you know the wee square sausage we get up here, mate? There'll be rolls and squashes, brown sauce, and a bit of a box fizz. How's that grabbing you? The back of 9, 10 o'clock. How's that grabbing you?
All over it.
Different class.
Absolutely, and I do love a bit of Bucks Fizz on Christmas morning as well. By the way, you're doing your highlights of 2025. Do you know one of my highlights, Gabs? I was in Portugal. Ally and I tend to holiday in the same place. We've got the same circle of friends over there.
Correct.
It took 3 attempts, but he did finally turn up and meet me for a beer. And it was in this real locals bar in Portugal, €1 a pint. You can see why we were attracted to it. But he turned up, baseball cap, sunglasses. I said, Ali, I don't think you're recognising here, mate. I think you're absolutely fine. And we had a good few hours, didn't we?
Cookie with a brilliant viewers. And you know the most appealing thing that appealed to me the whole day? It was a €1 a pint, mate. That was the one thing that appealed to me. Listen, mate, have a brilliant Christmas, pal. Enjoy it with the family. We'll see you after the new year, mate.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one.
You too, pal. Right, don't forget that talkSPORT are giving you the chance to win £26,000 in 2026. Head to talksport.com/win to find out how to enter. As I said, coming up next, Gabby and I will be discussing our magic moments of 2025. You can get in touch as well by texting 81089, or why don't you give us a call, guys? Let's have a wee chat, wee catch up. 03717 22 3344. Stay with us.
Would you give up the chance to play for your country to become a global star of your sport and earn big money doing it? Well, that's the choice facing rugby players right now because of the proposed new R360 League. Led by 2003 World Cup winner Mike Tindall, it's already being backed by major investors. Its goal? Turn rugby union into franchises, not clubs, add some serious cash and a bit of razzmatazz. Or in their words, make the game more watchable, accessible and entertaining, especially for younger audiences. But there's been a huge pushback, a massive no way from the current game. So what exactly is R360 and why is it controversial? Rugby union is facing challenges on a domestic level right now. There's huge financial instability across even top-tier clubs. The English game has seen leading clubs like Wasps, London Irish and Worcester go out of business in the top flight. The Welsh provincial game is in total disarray too. R360 says they would remove what are easily some clubs' biggest expenses, i.e. the big stars, and therefore make more of them profitable. So the plan is to inject a new lease of life into the sport. But how exactly? Top stars of the men and women's game playing for a franchise-based league with fixtures in cities like London, Miami, Tokyo and Lisbon. Each city would host a tournament featuring all the franchises during a short 3-month season. And though no players have officially confirmed, reports suggest around 200 have signed pre-contracts, some worth up to 750 grand. And if that's the pre-contract, you can imagine where the full wages will get to. Problem is, the rest of rugby says no. In fact, no way. The national unions from England, Scotland, Ireland, France, Italy, South Africa, New Zealand and Australia have declared any player joining R360 will be banned from Test selection. World Rugby's also not approved the league. Many fear it echoes football's failed European Super League, a top-down, money-driven idea that could damage the sport's traditions. So is it dead already? Well, Rugby Union is at a crossroads. Some may be against it, but we know others are being swayed by the cash. So will everything work itself out? Or after the European Super League and Live Golf, have we got sport's next big scandal on our hands?
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer.
What a song. Great song.
Proper tune now.
Isn't it great, mate?
Yes.
Cannot beat it. This is talkSPORT Breakfast. Ally, Gabby and Arnold Clark's real sale. There's huge saving to be had, Gabby. And over 20,000 cars, my pal. It's Christmas, which means this year is nearly coming to a close. 2025 has been an incredible year of sporting action. Of that, there is no doubt, particularly in the footballing world. And of course, we had you covered, as we always do, for all of those big moments right here in talkSPORT.
This is raw. This is what football is all about.
With a header, and he scored! It's Dan who scores. Newcastle United have won the Carabao Cup.
The manager, his staff, the players, they've given us fans a day we'll never forget.
Ball inside the area, Eza! The penalty, Eza! Crystal Palace win the FA Cup for the very first time.
It doesn't matter about all the bad times that you have. It doesn't matter when it comes to this.
17 years without a major trophy.
I'll correct myself. I don't usually win things. I always win things.
It's glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur. The Europa League is theirs.
Here comes Chloe Kelly. Skip shot. Oh my goodness. These legendary Lionesses are the winners of Euro 2025.
The full-time whistle has just gone as the Premier League title is coming back to Anfield after a 5-year absence. Been a quite incredible season for Liverpool and those players.
Gabby, got to say, mate, been some year, hasn't it? Eh?
Al, honestly, it's been a brilliant year of football. We've had underdogs, Ally, winning trophies, the Lionesses bringing football home, and of course, everyone's favourite, Arsenal, bottling another league title. So let's take a proper look at this year's biggest moments and give a definite review.
What happened to the season of goodwill to all men?
Never. So let's take a proper look at this year's biggest moments and give a definite review with the man McCoist, who watches more live football than anybody else on the planet. Over to you, Coisty.
Well, I'll tell you where I'm starting, mate. And I'm unashamedly starting with my home nation, right? Was there a more exciting game than Scotland versus Denmark in the last year?
Amazing,
I'm
mate.
suggesting
Buzzing for them.
There might not be, mate. It was just unbelievable. The only downside for me, I wasn't at Hampden, right? But I watched every moment. I was in Vegas, funnily enough, and I watched every moment. There was madness going on above me upstairs, right, when I walked into this place. And I thought, well, it'll be carnage up there, so I'm just going to watch it downstairs. And I watched it downstairs, Gabby. And on my iPad, I was 10 seconds faster than they were watching it up the stairs. So I was screaming every goal that was going in, and I could hear them screaming. I said, what's going on, dude? Wow! And then the whole place would erupt. But not only that, mate, not only the game, the quality of goal was remarkable. From McTominay's overhead kick to Tierney's finish as well, and it sadly doesn't get really spoken about because of the quality of 1 and 4.
To keep that down, by the way.
Of course it is, mate.
Difficult.
And then Kenny McLean was just the icing on the cake, mate.
Totally agree. Yeah.
When he's hit that one and it's went over Schmeichel to give us, it was kind of 27 years of pain was released in those kind of 90 minutes, mate. It was fantastic. And obviously I met Stevie and the boys over in Washington at the draw.
Lovely.
And delighted with the draw.
Yes.
It's a great draw for us. Barcelona. Brazil still, they might not be the team. They might not be the team that they've had, Gabby. But they're still the pool. They're still,
of course they are.
You know, that yellow jersey and the blue shorts. It's fantastic.
And Ali, even for the players, when they're retired from football, they can say, I played against Brazil in the World Cup.
Absolutely,
that'll live with you forever,
mate.
Generations.
Absolutely, there's no doubt about it. I mean, something to have in your CV. And I was delighted because, and I was obviously pleased for the fans and pleased for Stevie, but I'm thinking about it. Those guys they've managed to get to a couple of European championships, but you want to play in the World Cup, man.
Yes.
You want to play in the World Cup. That's a big one.
100%.
And it's just, I'm so chuffed for them, and we're looking forward to America and go out there. So that was certainly one of my highlights. Another one, mate. I was going to say that the Champions League final, the performance from PSG, but actually I would take it a step further. I would say PSG's performance later, all their performances later on in the tournament. I mean, the only team that I saw kind of really rattle them a wee bit were...
Go on, say it.
Yeah, with a
Say
Villa. It was, mate. I'm telling you right now, I don't mind telling you. The only team that rattled them with a Villa, and it's probably a little bit crazy because Liverpool actually managed to beat them in Paris, but I think Harvey Elliott scored a goal. But that incidentally, that might have been the best goalkeeping performance I've seen all year. Alisson was ridiculous, and PSG should have beaten Liverpool that day. They were brilliant.
I was there at the Villa when Villa played him in Paris, and it was relentless.
Yeah,
relentless. Kvaratskhelia, what a player he's. Doué, Dembele.
Mate,
it was non-stop, isn't it, from them?
Mate, I've written it down. I was very, very fortunate enough to be at the final. The other thing I'd say, before I get to the final, I was equally fortunate enough, mate, to be in Barcelona for the first leg semi-final against Inter Milan. My God, Lamine Yamal. His first half performance, Gabby.
Yes.
Our commentary position, normally you're a little bit up in the gods in the halfway line, but because it wasn't a new camp and it was the old Olympic Stadium, we were actually on the 18-yard line that Barcelona were attacking, and we were on the right-hand side, Yamal's side, Gabby. What
incredible,
a 45 minutes, man. And it'd be...
DeMarco.
Oh man, DeMarco actually he was getting issued ice packs for his head every 5 minutes, man. And I think Mkhitaryan kept coming back and doubling up, and it didn't matter.
Yeah,
Yamal was unbelievable, Gabby. What a talent! It was like watching a kid. It was like watching a kid in the playground, mate.
He just has fun, doesn't he?
Yeah,
just enjoys himself. That's why the Champions League's so important, Ali. And this season, I've enjoyed Villa in Europe, but I missed last season in the Champions League. Like, following them with talkSPORT and going to a lot of the away games.
It's
unbelievable,
great,
mate. What it means to fans.
Absolutely, mate. It's absolutely different class. Now, I'm going to move on to the final now.
Yeah.
I mean, that Inter Milan team were a very, very good team. Any team, those two games in the semi-final against Barcelona, I mean, 7-6, I think it was, eventually. So they were a good side. There's no doubt about that. Where Barcelona, they're a high line, defensively all over the place. Yeah, you could argue that, but 7-6 over the two games, well, you know, the two-legged games, incredible semi-final. But the final, PSG dismantled, absolutely dismantled that Inter Milan team. And the boys you mentioned do get a couple of goals Kvaratskhelia, I thought was outstanding. He might have been my favourite player to watch.
100%.
I thought he was tremendous, mate.
Left foot and right foot. When you can go either side like he can and shoot with either foot, all the best.
Do you know what I remember, Gab? And this will be crazy. One of the things I remember most about that final was PSG were 4-0 up, right? And Inter Milan were on the attack, and Kvaratskhelia chased, it might have been Dumfries, I can't remember who it was, chased him 70 yards, tackled him in the left back position, took the ball off him, and I'm thinking myself, that's what it's all about.
Do you know what I loved about that though, Ali? It was like PSG hadn't won the Champions League. Everyone's saying, that they're a great team, haven't won it. So what did they go and do? They put in performances to win it. They were going to win it no matter what. That's what I want to see from England at the World Cup, Ali.
I agree with you, mate.
Haven't won the World Cup since '66. Go and show, okay, we're winning this World Cup no matter what.
Do you know?
That's what I want to see from that squad of players that gets picked.
Well, do you know one of the big differences? And I don't care what MD says. No superstars.
Yep.
Luis Enrique had a team of no superstars.
Yep.
Everybody was grafting each other.
Yes.
There was no Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. They're away. So you've got Kvaratskhelia, you've got Dembele, you've got Doué, you've got, Vitinha, you've got boys like that were just grafting for each other.
Yes.
And I don't think it was any coincidence that they managed to go on and win it. That was brilliant. I'm running out of time. I've also got to give Palace a mention.
Yeah, I was going to say Palace.
Mate.
Amazing.
I was at the FA Cup game, and I was also at the Community Shield against Liverpool. But the FA Cup game for me was...
Loved it.
I absolutely loved it. And City, who have been and still are one of the top sides in world football. So outside of City, I get it. Not a lot of people could have grudged Crystal Palace.
I was at the semi-final, Ali, and I was sat behind the Crystal Palace fans, and they were tremendous, mate.
Yeah.
If any fan base ever goes to Wembley, learn from Crystal Palace what they did. Atmosphere behind that goal, and that helps, doesn't it, Ali? As a player, you feed off that atmosphere from your fans, don't you?
Gabby, you do. You could feel it. I mean, I remember because I got up in the morning of that FA Cup final, and I was up early, back at 8, something like that, and I was staying in the London Bridge area, and I went out for a coffee, and the Palace boys and girls were all already out, jerseys, scarves, the whole bit, and they were making the right day of it, and boy did they enjoy it, and deservedly so. When you think about it as well, Gab, they've lost some good players, and even to keep it going, we were talking yesterday, I think it was a little bit of a decline, always a poor result at Leeds United and things like that, but they're still sitting 8th in the league.
The only problem, Ali, is will Gahey go in January? Will Liverpool give Parish 20 million, 25 million, and then they let him go? Mateta will probably want to go in the summer. Wharton will probably want to go. He was very good yesterday, by the way. Some of his passing. So I just worry about Palace going forward, mate, in the summer.
Gabby, do you know what Wharton does? I love, man. I love it. See if you're a forward, you're playing with Wharton. The first thing he does, mate, he looks forward, right? The ball's coming into him. He'll whip one over the top. He'll whip one round the corner.
Gareth Barry was like that, mate.
Was he really?
You just knew, as a striker playing with him, you just knew it's going to come into him first time pass into your feet.
Whip it round the corner.
Yeah.
By the way, I need to tell you, we're going to a break. Wee Stewarty McCall, it's a classic. Every time I see Wee Stewarty, he used to whip it round the corner, but the wee bandit used to put spin on it. You know that one that come to him, right? And he'd whip it with a bit of spin round the corner, and I'd be screaming at him, "Good ball, but with the spin!" Right?
Free touches to control it.
You know what I mean? He used to whip the one round the corner with the spin. Used to drive me mental, mate. Okay, pal, I enjoyed that. We're going to ask coming up next, we're going to ask former England spinner Monty Panesar whether he thinks that the English team and the performance in the Ashes have let the travelling fans down. Okay, 9:20. It's Christmas Eve, Wednesday the 24th of December. This is talkSPORT Breakfast. Ally and Gabby, thoroughly enjoying your company this morning. Now, there's been a lot of food chat this morning, Gabby, including your blatant refusal to eat venison. Here's a snippet of what we discussed. There was a wee place you should do the venison burger, and it was... Gabby,
I've
it was
had
to die
venison,
for.
it is now.
It was to die for.
Yeah.
Ali, why can't we just stick to like chicken and your beefs and stuff? Why do you have to go deers and rabbit? Come on, mate. When does it end?
Oh, you might. We better.
No one's safe, Ali.
We better rabbit stew. There's nothing safe up
you
here,
Scots.
mate. There is nothing
chasing everything
safe
around.
Up here. Well, I tell you what, if you don't behave yourself the next time you're up, we'll maybe be having a bit of Gabby pie if you don't behave yourself. Now,
brilliant.
I tell you what, wait here, I remember this one, Gabby. It takes me back. You're going to love this if you haven't heard it. And as it turns out, I was not joking, of course, because DJ Ed has dug up an absolute classic which is going to put me to bed. It was Woodsy and I discussing our dietary choices, Gabby. Wait here, this, mate.
I have a specific way of eating a piece of toast as well. I eat the corners first, and then I go on the sides of the crusts. And
do you know what annoys me more than anything? This is a very topical for talkSPORT. People that don't eat their kids. Don't eat their kids. People that don't eat their crusts. People that don't eat their kids. Bob Mills is just staring through near the window and he's quite right as well.
We're talking about eating kids and Bob's
Jenny,
popped up.
the whole place is going mad. They're all looking at me thinking I've lost my marbles. The reason I said kids was because my kids don't eat their crusts. Oh my goodness, Jenny, I haven't lost it. Stay with me on this one, Jenny, I haven't lost it.
Oh my goodness. He's going to make the headlines in a minute, isn't he?
What documentaries have you been watching, Ali?
Gabby, just for clarification, I do not advocate for a minute people eating their kids. I don't think that's the right way to do it. Yes, there will be times you have to discipline them, but certainly do not eat them. Remember that Hawksby and Jacobs are back today with a traditional Christmas Eve show, but brilliant show with the boys, listeners in the studio, and another batch of fresh clips of the week. I listen to them every Friday, man. They're different class. Now, it's Christmas and some may partial to a tipple at this time of the year, including, it seems, England cricket players who are being investigated for excessive drinking which may have taken place between tests. England have been walloped so far, losing 3-0 in the Ashes series after, sadly, just 11 days of cricket. Now, who better to talk to? A man, too, has won the Ashes twice. It is, of course, Monty Panesar, who's joining us this morning. Monty, a very good morning, my pal.
Good morning, Monty.
Yeah, good morning, Ali and Gabby. Thank you for having me on your show.
You're right, mate.
Great to see you, mate, and thanks very much for joining us. First of all, Monty, how are you? Not spoke to you for a while.
Yeah, I'm really good, mate. I was in Australia for the last 4 weeks and, covering the 3 test matches with Michael Clark's podcast and, various other sort of Australian media outlet, and played a bit of grade cricket as well, 4th grade. Took a 5 for 30, so people sort of saying, well, Monty, I think you're ready to play for England.
Well, by the way, it might sound daft, it might not sound daft, because let's be honest about it, Monty. I mean, it has been, I was saying to the boys, I mean, as you know, I love my cricket. I wouldn't claim to be any aficionado, but I love my cricket. I was actually going to bed early and coming up and watching some of it in the morning. It's been a big disappointment, mate, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a huge disappointment. Honestly, we kind of thought that this England team, were going to take on the Australians and they're going to, play a style of cricket that we haven't seen before. And unfortunately, it's just been very much, one-sided, where Australia have been smarter with the batting, bowling, the fielding. They've been tactically smarter as well. And, now they're kind of like Brendan McCullum and probably saying that we probably should have prepared better before the first test match. And that's what I think a lot of people were saying. And it's just a shame, really, because this team has got the potential to take on the Australians. It's just a shame, that obviously Australia was so dominant and they've won the Ashes. It was such a big disappointment. We had such high hopes for Brendan McCullum and Ben Stokes' team, but obviously, didn't come out that way.
Monty, we're seeing the reports about the England team maybe drinking for too many days. We don't know exactly what has happened with it, but some people are saying, fans pay a lot of money and the cricket hasn't been great and they're spending thousands to go to Australia and watch, and to hear that the players are having a stag do sort of vibe. But then we're hearing the other side and saying that they're away for 3-4 months. They deserve to have some time to themselves and drink. What do you think about it, mate?
Well, I think if England were winning, I don't think no one would have had an issue about it. But I suppose they've lost, the 2 test matches, and they went to, had a 4-day break and had a bit of a enjoyed themselves and have some drinks, really. And it often happens, it looks a bit unprofessional. It probably isn't expected from the England players to behave in that sort of way. But you need what else are you going to do? Be in your room, play Monopoly, Connect 4 or Sudoku.
Yeah.
You need to go out there, have a few drinks, but also it helps you to clear your mind. They have plenty of time to get over the hangovers as well. But yeah, it doesn't look right. It's not a good look. And I'm sure the Barmy Army fans, the English fans, who paid a lot of money. When I was out there, I was speaking to some of the fans. They go, it cost them like $5,000 a test match, really, with the tickets, food, everything included. So they'll be hoping that they probably feel like they've been let down as well. They don't want England to be so sort of dominated by Australia. So I think Ben Stokes has shown incredible leadership. He's been mentally really strong, and I know Ben Duckett's come under scrutiny, and he's got an opportunity to put that right. He's a wonderful player, really good batsman, and this England team, I think they owe it to the Barmy Army fans now. They're going to go to the Melbourne Test match and kind of raise their game and perform really well now.
Well, Monty, there's no doubt. I think everything you've said is correct, and I agree with everything, absolutely, from the boys having a beer, but it's got to be done at the right time. You don't want to go over the top. But my question to you would be this. First test, I thought Mitchell Starc was ridiculous with the ball, absolutely ridiculous. And then all of a sudden, you've got, you think that's your best chance to win a test. All of a sudden, Cummins and Lyon are coming back. So they're only going to get stronger. Now, I do think, am I right in saying both of them are out the next test, so they would be a little bit weakened with the ball. But my point is this: is there going to be a big enough difference, Monty? Because with the greatest respect, they've been better with the bat, they've been better with the ball, and they've been better in the field.
Yeah, look, Australia, they've kind of like shown that they got depth in their squad, and when we saw at Perth, there was no Pat Cummins there, no Josh Hazlewood.
Yeah.
The luck was with the England team not having, playing against the strongest Australian, lineup. You kind of felt that Perth was going to be the place where England going to be 1-0 up with such a fast bowling attack. But that obviously, wasn't the case because of the aggressive batting that they've been in dominant positions, and then they're giving it away time and time again, and they can't keep afford to make them mistakes again, at Melbourne. And then, when we look at, no Jofra Archer now, that's going to be a big blow for this England team. The key for them is going to be, how do we get 20 wickets, which they haven't, managed to, do that. And that's what they need to do, to win the test match. And they've got to look at how Pat Cummins bowled at Adelaide. He pitched the ball up. They were relentless with the lines and the lengths. The fourth, fifth stump line, and that's something I think Brendan Carter's been a little bit short. He'll probably watch, how Pat Cummins has bowled, and hopefully this group, as a bowling group, can perform a lot better, because that's where the key's going to lie. They need those 20 wickets, and also there's batting collapses. It can't afford to have that. Yeah. We felt at Perth second day after lunch. Well, England, they're gonna probably post a lead of 300, 350, and then they had a massive collapse there.
Yep.
Brisbane, last session they were 1 for 89. Then it was 6 for 134. We can't have that at Melbourne. You've got to see a better performance. And I hope this England team, they will be better prepared. They've had 3 test matches to do it now. And, they can come together and, really show a good performance. We want to see England I want to see England do really well.
Of course you do, Monty. It's not going to be any easier, no Joffrey Archer, but we'll certainly watch it and keep our fingers crossed. Thanks for joining us, mate. Enjoy your period off.
Thank you very much, mate. Thank you for having me.
See you soon. Thanks a lot, mate. There is plenty more cricket content on our dedicated YouTube channel. Also, check out the 4th and final episode of our brand new talkSPORT Daily podcast series, available now. It's Angelina Kelly, Alex Crook, Rory Jennings, Adrian Durham, and yourself, Gabby, bring you the 12 hot takes of Christmas. In today's episode, the boys and the girls delve into whether man Spurs fans are too entitled, and whether Cole Palmer, that just doesn't make sense, that. I'm going to have another go and try and suss that one out. In today's episode, they delve into whether man Spurs fans. What's the matter? They're changing it now, Gabby, in front of my very eyes. Whether Spurs fans are too entitled, and whether Cole Palmer will miss out on a World Cup spot. The latest episode is available now on all podcast platforms even. You've thrown me. I'm giving it podcasts and podcasts. I'm all over the place now, Gabby. Help me out. Gabby thinks that Palace's golden era is over. We will be discussing that next, Gabby, because I think you might be wrong, mate.
fancied having a beer in the stands while watching your team at the Emirates, or at Anfield, or at Stamford Bridge? Well, this season you actually can. Drinking alcohol in the stands at Premier League games may still be illegal, but the Women's Super League is doing something different. And here's how we got there. Back in the 1980s, football had a serious image problem. The sport was plagued by violence, pitch invasions and beer-fuelled chaos. Then, in 1985, Margaret Thatcher's government stepped in. They introduced the Sporting Events Control of Alcohol Act, banning alcohol in view of the pitch across England and Wales. Since then, many fans and clubs have called for the law to be relaxed. But despite attempts to change things over the years, authorities just haven't been convinced fans can be trusted. But in January 2025, something did change. The Women's Championship, now called the WSL2, launched a trial allowing fans to drink in the stands. The reasoning? Well, fans at women's matches tend to behave differently. Less aggression, more family-friendly vibes. As a result, select WSL and WSL2 stadiums are now allowing fans to drink alcohol in view of the pitch. It's been a landmark move showing growing trust in fans and recognising that women's football is building its own culture. So could the men's game be the next to leave the 1980s behind? Well, maybe, if fans can prove they can handle a pint without pitching it at someone. Yeah, don't hold your breath. Until then, it's Bovril all around. Cheers to that.
More like it, Ed. A little bit of upbeat stuff for Christmas. It is, of course, Wednesday, 24th of December, Christmas Eve here on talkSPORT Breakfast. 9:34 is your time. As I mentioned, talkSPORT Breakfast. Ally and Gabby have been with you this morning since 6 o'clock, and our good friends Arnold Clark saving your next car. And the real sale is, of course, the UK's biggest used car sale now. The music from the brilliant Christmas film Elf there. You like that one, Gab?
I see what you're doing here, Ali.
Hey, I'm all over it, mate. You know where I'm going?
I know where you're going.
You don't get this stuff with Brazil
Shocking.
and Sterling, by the way. Right? I'm telling you right now, mate, you don't get it. But why are we playing it? I'm going to tell you right now, because we're joined in the studio by one of Santa's greatest little helpers, all the way from the North Pole, Sam!
Shocking, Sam.
How are you, Sam?
I'm not involved, Sam.
Sam,
I like it.
I know you're looking at me, there was no need for it, but you've got it. You need to take it like the elf you are and just move on.
Come in, he says. Come in. Come in. Come in and say hello. There won't be any Oompa Loompa music. Little
You
elf.
thought, Sam, admit it, you walked in that studio, you thought, no Brazil, I'll get an easy ride.
I'll get
an
with it.
easy
Yeah,
ride for
yeah.
McCoist. He'll give me an easy ride.
Yeah. He's one of my mates. He'll be fine. Absolutely fine. Elf on the shelf here. You're right.
Consider yourself knifed.
Yes, I feel suitably.
Listen, first of all, last night, what did you think?
I thought Arsenal played really well first half. They should have won the game by half-time. I thought it was a really bad mistake by Oliver Glasner to play JD Canvo at right wing-back. Martinelli was absolutely terrific against him, caused him all sorts of problems. They should have changed that a little bit earlier on. Once they did make the changes at half-time, it was a different game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Second half. But still, Arsenal should have finished it off. They were a little bit profligate in front of goal. And, listen, they equalised with their only shot on target, Crystal Palace. So I think overall Arsenal deserve to go through, but they've got to start scoring more goals. I think they will, actually, especially now they've got all the strikers coming back to full fitness. And, you know what, they're creating chances. The XG last night, the XG even against Everton showed you that they can do that. And they are defensively usually very, very good.
Yeah. I loved, tell you what, I've seen it, Gabby, Sam. I loved the movement from Mark Gay for his goal,
Yeah, really good.
It was brilliant one.
Why didn't he celebrate?
I don't know.
Well, why didn't he take a penalty?
Well, yeah, it was
That baffled
interesting
me.
that out the two that didn't take penalties, it was Mitchell and Gay.
Yeah.
Which is I was surprised about, actually.
Me too.
Paul-
Anyway, my pal,
Paul
what have you
was
got coming up in the show, mate?
Loads to come. We're going to talk about
Good.
Arsenal against Crystal Palace. We're going to do that. We're going to ask you for your Christmas sporting Grinch. And you can't say Simon Jordan because he's not here. We're going to talk a little bit about Andoni Iraola dealing with the departure of Antoine Semenyo. He looks as if he's going to go to Manchester City. Is that the right move for him? We'll hear from Enzo Maresca this morning. We'll talk about the clubs that are openly criticising the PGM. Oh, yes, the referees under a little bit of cosh from David Moyes and Eddie Howe this morning. And who's right when it comes to common sense about Christmas? Is it Pep Guardiola? Have a couple of days off, lads, enjoy the Christmas turkey and the cranberry sauce? Or is it Sean Dyche? No, double
Did you see
session.
the picture Shirky posted on his Instagram?
I did not. Go on, tell me.
No, sorry, a video. He's on the bike.
Is he?
Obviously, Pep said about everyone's getting weighed. There's a video of Shirky 2 nights ago. He's on the bike, head down, burning the calories so he can have a good
vest.
Christmas.
Oh, my
Bin
Sam.
liner.
Sam, Gabby, let me tell you, my worst memories of being a professional football player. Monday morning, when Archie and Ox walked through that first team dressing room door with the pad and threw in a surprise weight check. It was
No,
a
you can't do
disaster.
surprise. You can't do surprise weight checks.
He did them. I swear to God,
Scandalous that is.
Archie was evil, man. Archie was evil. And he'd Walter right at his back and he came in with that pad, right? I was telling the boys a story yesterday. Sam, Gabby, the goalie, right, Andy Gorham, used to sit number 1 position right behind the door, right? Every Monday morning, he was terrified that Archie would walk in, right? So when the door opened on a Monday morning, he would just look, he would just look across the room to us because we sit on the far side, Sam. He'd look across with those big puppy dog eyes, praying that it wasn't Archie.
Has he got it? Has he got the fan with him?
Oh, happy
dear.
days,
Ali,
mate.
imagine if you're some of the Man City players, Christmas Day, about 8 p.m, you're on the phone to Chris Eubank Jr. How did you strip all that weight? What did you do?
Exactly.
Coming on Boxing Day, Ali, and they can't move.
You must have one of those sweat vests. Have you got one of those sweat vests?
I've got a sweat jacket.
Andy Cole got me onto that. He said to me, I said I was trying to lose weight. He said, just get a sweat vest.
I've got a jacket that you put on.
Mate, seriously, it works, doesn't it? You can drop a couple of pounds that way.
They're very, very good. I used to double them up, actually, at Boxing Day. Sam, have a brilliant show, pal.
man, Sam?
I never asked you, I do beg your pardon. How's your Christmas looking?
I am going straight back up home after the show today. Going to pick the boy up, and then we're going to go up. We're travelling up together, and then we've got a day tomorrow with the family. At my mum and my stepdad are cooking tomorrow.
Lovely.
And then Boxing Day, I'll have the morning off, and then I'm off to Manchester United, and then I will go to Nottingham Forest on the 27th. So,
Crookies will take tips off you, mate. You're a proper hard worker, Sam. I love it.
Well,
unlike Alex.
Crookie does work hard, but he plays hard as well.
Yes.
I just don't think I can do both sides of the coin like him, to be honest. I don't think many can, to be fair.
He's already been on this morning,
Has he?
sticking me right in it about sneaky pints in Portugal and things like that, Sam.
Did he?
There's no
Yeah.
secret safe with Crookie,
Mate,
I'm afraid.
absolutely. He ordered 3 sweat vests, actually.
Have a great Christmas, Sam, and
Top
enjoy
man,
the show,
Sam.
pal.
See you later.
soon.
Merry Christmas. Have a
You
good
too,
one.
mate. Right, last night, as we said, Palace were knocked out of the Carabao Cup by Arsenal in penalties. The South London side, who of late have had a jam-packed schedule of fixtures, also recently failed to automatically qualify for the last 16 of the Conference League. That would be a disappointment of that, there's no doubt. Fans are bracing themselves for potential heartache again as clubs circle for their captain Mark Gahey in the January window. However, Oliver Glasner highlighted before yesterday's game that the Eagles are punching above their weight in the league, and I would agree.
I don't know how often Crystal Palace has been in these areas of the table after 17 rounds. So I don't think so often. Didn't happen so often. Even the schedule is so tough and so many games to play. So I think they are doing well. They show it. They prove it that they are doing well. I don't know how often we had 26 points after 17 rounds. Because it's still, I remember last year we had 53 points. It was the point record in the Premier League. And we don't have played half of the season, and we have already 50% of the games. So I think, and we want to play the best season in Crystal Palace history.
You're just a little bit concerned for Palace at the moment?
Yeah, listen, I said yesterday on Drive with Adi Oladipo, I said that I feel like Crystal Palace's era might be over at the end of the season, Ali, innit? And those comments are because what Glasner's come out and says, his little pops at the board and he's not happy, is he? I think he leaves in the summer, Ali, the manager. Then I also look at Gay, he could leave in January. If not, 100% in the summer on a free transfer. And I look at players like Mateta, 29 in juniors, Ali.
Yeah.
He's got a great chance of going to the World Cup with France. He's been playing in their squad, scored for France as well, I'm sure he did. He goes to the World Cup, does well. Could he be looking and saying, this is my final chance to get that big move? Adam Wharton, talk about maybe Manchester United. He could go to the World Cup, does well. He could be looking and saying, managers might be going. Gayhe's gone. Mateta could be going. And then you start seeing the exodus of players, and you can't always keep signing young players and like the Eze's they signed and Elise's and it working out over and over again. That's my biggest worry for Palace.
I don't disagree. I mean, time will tell. I just think the last 12, 18 months, mate, I just think they've been an absolute 100%. Breath of fresh air. By the way, and incidentally, one of the great places to go to, the atmosphere. We mentioned the fans at Wembley.
There, Ali.
Oh, I love it. I love going. I know I can understand that,
hated playing there, mate. It was so tough, Ali, because it's quite a small pitch, isn't it?
Yeah,
fans are on top of you, not much space in behind. But what I'm saying, like, my team, Aston Villa, haven't won a trophy since 1996. So I'm not saying anything bad about Palace. They've had a fantastic era with one of the greatest managers, probably the greatest manager of the Premier League era. But I just fear for the future because you're not showing the investment for a manager who wants to go on again. So I'm thinking, will Crystal Palace look back and say, oh, there's a fantastic era under Glasner. We had these players. We won the FA Cup. We won the Conference League, maybe. We won the Community Shield. But
no, I know.
We lost
it's
these
actually
players.
Remarkable that they're sitting blinking in 8th position.
I know.
Look, I'm just going to back up. They're sitting in 8th position, which I think's fantastic.
3 points off top 4.
That's exactly what it was. You just echoed that. And I'm also, when you think about the talent that they've lost, you know, whether it's Elise, Eza, big centre back went to Fulham, Anderson went to Fulham. They've lost, they've lost a good few players.
Spurs at home on the weekend. On Sunday, that's a game that you expect Palace to win, even with the injury problems.
Yeah.
You can't trust Spurs. So if Chelsea lost to Villa, you could look at a scenario where Crystal Palace have got every chance of getting back into the top 5, top 6.
Some great games coming up, mate. All of this is fantastic. All obviously it wasn't Palace's night last night with the defeat to Arsenal and penalties, which can happen. talkSPORT will of course bring you all the Carabao Cup semi-finals next month, and what a line-up, Gabby. I don't care what anybody says. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
The holders Newcastle, who for 45 minutes against Chelsea I thought were ridiculously good, and then Chelsea come back in and say they play Manchester City, and of course as we saw, Arsenal victors against Palace and penalties last night.
It's funny though, isn't it, Ali? Because now you are playing your strongest side.
100%.
You're not risking like, okay, a few players need a
100%.
game. All 4 teams play the strongest teams in the semis.
Yeah. Absolutely. Chelsea obviously victors at Cardiff, await Arsenal in that semi-final, mate. So you won't kiss, you might not kiss, you might not. That's a right tea. Get a mistletoe, you can have a kiss. The word I was looking for was miss, funnily enough. You won't miss a kick, even. You can see what I did there. I went, you won't.
You died for a kiss, Ali. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, you can have a kiss.
You won't miss a kick, pal, with talkSPORT. And remember, we're the only place to listen to live football on Boxing Day. So keep us in your ear while you hit the sales. Okay, pal. 15 minutes left of talkSPORT breakfast before Sam and Scott, as we heard, take over from 10 p.m. Plenty more to come, including, mate, an outrageous pop at Peter's snakebite right from Michael Van Gerwen. No need for it, Michael.
Holy moly, guacamole. I mean, that's remarkable.
song. I think that's Big Al's favourite, Gab.
Yeah. Try mine now. This will be me today, driving home after work, Ali.
Brilliant. Oh, no train today?
No, mate, no driving.
Okay, pal.
Rest in peace as well, by the way.
Say that again?
Rest in peace as well, legends.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Very, very sad.
Yes.
Very sad. talkSPORT Breakfast, Ally and Gabby with you this morning. We have thoroughly enjoyed your company this morning since 6 o'clock. It is, of course, Christmas Eve, Wednesday, the 24th of December. Now, what do we know this Christmas Eve? Well, here we go. Bad news again for the Barmy Army. Pace bowler Jofra Archer has been ruled out of the remainder of the Ashes series, and another massive blow to England, which has been a wretched tour so far of Australia after he has suffered a side strain. And Arsenal last night booked a place in the semis with a penalty shootout win against Palace in the Carabao Cup. They now go on to face Chelsea in the semi-final. Other semi-final, of course, Newcastle United versus Manchester City. And wait to hear this, Gab. In the PDC Darts Championships last night, the snakebite Peter Wright was knocked out in straight sets by Arno Merck, the German. Arno will now face Michael van Gerwen, who has taken this swipe at last night losers Peter Wright.
You want me to answer this? I can answer this really easily.
Right, were you surprised by the manner of the performance?
Yeah, no, I'm not really surprised by his performance because he's been playing crap lately, and I think it's for him time to retire anyway.
Oh, tell you what.
By the way,
it's not messing around.
I mean, there's hitting a man when they're down, and there's absolutely volleying him when he's on the ground.
I'm all here for it though, Ali. I'm all here for it, mate.
I knew you'd love it.
Say what you really feel.
Way, you know,
Michael.
I knew absolutely it would be right up your street, but that's a bit harsh, is it not?
Yeah, but what do we want our sports stars, Ali, to speak their mind.
Aye, okay, but you can't tell him his form has been that, but tell him to hang up the darts, man. Peter was needing a wee cuddle last night.
Can we try and make them play each other very soon, Ali?
Oh, that'd be
please?
Brilliant. I think Peter would miss the board and hit Michael right in the barnet, man. I'm telling you right now, he'd be piercing that
Big
barnet.
guy, Michael, though. Big guy. Don't mess with Michael.
Oh no, that'd be a good one. Anyway, no sympathy at all there, as we heard, for the unfortunate snakebite Peter Wright, who was knocked out by Arno Merck. There's been a few shocks, Gerwin Price out as well.
What's the Gerwin Price
It's not
one?
all going according to plan, but it did go according to plan for our man, Gary Anderson, man. Gary played well last night. Enjoyed his performance, mate. So I do enjoy the darts, I must admit, over the festive period. Gab, we like it as a family. We sit on the couch and
100%.
Oh, we're up dancing every day. We're up off the couch, man. It's magic.
And from playing it, Ali, you got to respect like their talent. It's a tough game, isn't it, Ali?
No, it's not a tough game, Matt. Tough game. I tell you what, I'd said to you the other day there's never been a better marketed sport, mate. Honestly, in the last few years, what Barry's done and Barry Hearn done for that darts, it's incredible, mate.
Can't get a ticket, can you?
You can't get them, mate. You can't get them. We're going to move on to our very own Dean Saunders, Gabby, because as is tradition here at talkSPORT, we like to remind ourselves of one year that Dino was up to his old storytelling tricks, explaining why he wasted so many years not eating his Christmas dinner.
It's my favourite day to play football when I was playing.
Really? What?
Yeah,
how
Boxing
come?
Day. Because I used to think, like, there's 3 or 4 games over Christmas. If I look after myself, everybody else is drinking and eating Christmas dinner. I can nick a few goals.
You're going to star, is what you're thinking.
I can nick some goals off a couple of defenders who've been out all night.
Yeah, you were looking forward to starring on Boxing Day. I think you scored many goals on Boxing Day, Dino.
I said I might be able to score, but you've obviously got some stats from somewhere to produce. Go on, have I ever scored on Boxing Day?
Well, since 1980,
I must have.
We're going to 1986. That's when we're starting. I know you've played before that, but we were starting in 1986. You played 12 games on Boxing Day.
Right.
And you scored 0.
Do you know what? That's the last time I don't eat Christmas dinner. I'm going to start eating it from now on.
What a guy.
Oh, man, they carved on right up, mate, didn't they?
Ali, he's so funny, Ali.
Pun intended, by the way.
Ali... Was that the darts, Ali, right? Was that the talkSPORT darts? And I'm sitting there and he's got me cornered, mate. And he's telling me this story, Ali.
He's magic, man.
And I had a few drinks and I'm like, I'm dying to go toilet, mate. And like, I think Natalie Sawyer come over and saved me. I was like, all right, off I go. Like, has you done it? You don't stop.
Oh, hey, Gabby. Ooh. Imagine getting stuck in a lift, though. Imagine you get stuck in an elevator with Dino. Oh, you'd be like you're like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. You'd be trying to get out the top, climbing up the wires.
While he's still talking, let me finish. In 1991, Dino,
unbelievable.
Legend.
That's a classic, and I'll need to remind them that when I see him. No goals, by the way, since 1986 in Boxing Day, and that's after missing a Christmas dinner. As you can see and probably tell, Gab.
Yes.
I didn't miss too many Christmas. I didn't miss too many dinners. I mean, Christmas dinners, mate. To tell you the truth.
Boxing Day. It's not all important, is it, Ali?
Yeah,
scoring on Boxing Day.
Absolutely, mate.
I mean, Alan might have got five in one game. He keeps going on about.
Oh, he did.
Was that Boxing Day, maybe?
See if you throw him that one. See if he's in right away. I'll get five.
Five. I got.
Who was it? I tell you, I can't even remember who it was against. He keeps telling us it was against Southampton. I'm sure it was.
Doesn't stop. Every time I work with him, Ali, I scored 5 in the game. I'm like, did you? Well done, mate. Good job. Great player.
Oh, magic, mate. Well, it's been a great show this morning, pal. Thoroughly enjoyed it. What time are you off? Are you straight away?
Straight away, mate. Straight away. Get that song in the car. Driving home for Christmas. It's time. Party mode's on, Ali.
Brilliant,
the Grinch is gone. Let's get some drink down us.
We'll have a fantastic day, mate. It's been wonderful. And everybody out there who's been listening, enjoy Christmas. Have a fantastic time. Stay safe and thoroughly enjoy it. Now, don't forget, mate, you get your Boxing Day serving from the storyteller himself as he's alongside Katie Shanahan on talkSPORT Breakfast. That is on Boxing Day on the 26th. Right, we're nearly there, pal. So, again, thanks to all our listeners. Have a wonderful Christmas. That's it from this morning. But from all of the talkSPORT team, we want to take this opportunity and wishing you, our listeners, you're so important to us, a very, very Merry Christmas. And who better, Gabby, to sing us into the festivities than this woman? Merry Christmas, everyone.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need.
We're nearly at Christmas. On the football we dine, Premier League all weekend while I sip on mulled wine.
I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree.
You know, the missus can wait.
She can wait.
Yeah, maybe January sales or something.
All I want for Christmas is you.
So, will you dress up as Santa for them and give them a selection box?
Don't be stupid. This is a serious breakfast show here.
What's in your sack, Al?
I do not like Christmas pudding.
Oh, Christmas, you are miles off it. But apart from the Grinch,
We need a bit of life. We need a bit of enjoyment, a bit of movement in your Christmas songs.
Put this on. She's my favourite.
Who is it?
Who is that?
Oh, it's Beyonce.
Always come through.